together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we have baseball, we have basketball, and we have hockey. We have a lot to go over, so we're not going to waste too much time here. Quick recap of yesterday. Solid day, another solid day, up 3.40 units, so definitely can't complain there. I think at one point it was up 6.8, and then the end of the night was kind of rough. But in basketball, it was split out 1-1. Chicago plus 13.5. I thought they still have something to play for, and the Cavaliers don't. And the Cavaliers came out there and whooped. They won by 22, so the 13.5 did not cover. Memphis minus 13.5 did cover. So split out on the NBA. I'm getting less and less interested in the NBA as we get closer and closer to the playoffs.
I think we are going to cut down. And we're only talking the 4 NBA games that I mentioned.
Okay, I did type them all up,
Okay.
but we can be like, yeah, moving on, whatever it has to be.
That
But
or just X amount.
I do think there are some edges late in the season with potential things like that, but with the NBA, you only find those edges 14 minutes before game time when half the roster gets rolled out.
Yeah, no, there's no point in betting some of these games that are like Charlotte and Toronto.
Oh, come on. That's the best matchup of the night. Oh, you're forgetting Philadelphia and Washington. Like, come on. Like
We're not doing those.
Oh, man. Those are some beautiful matchups, though.
No, they're not.
Oh, lame. Okay. In hockey was a solid night. It went 3-1-1. My dog of the day comes through where I doubled up on them, and they won 3-0. I had the Buffalo Sabres at plus 180. The Buffalo Sabres team total over 2.5. Here's the thing. The Sabres at home right now against good teams are playing some damn good hockey. Like, if you look back at what they've done recently against at home, they're winning as dogs a decent amount. And then Columbus came through the short-term revenge spot. Loved Columbus yesterday. So that was a nice winner there. Pushed on the Avalanche -1. I'm fine with that rather than laying $1.40 juice. I will say that every single day of the week because the win percentage on the money lines are not as high as people might think, and that's the reason why I play the -1s rather than laying $1, $1.45, $1.50. I know I've gotten criticisms. Be like, hey, why didn't you just take the money line? You played the -1, you push instead of winning. Because I don't lay that type of juice because my win percentage has to be way higher than. And yes, I'm okay with pushes. That's not a problem with me. And then baseball started off amazing and it ended off poorly. I was still up in baseball. Tigers -1 was a great way to get the day started. That was easy. White Sox first 5 plus a half. That was nice. 0-0 all the way into the bottom of the 9th inning.
A walk-off walk.
A walk-off walk was, yeah. If you bet total bases props on the winning team in that game, I think there was 3 total bases from hits in that game.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
Yeah, there was literally no offense to see there. And, I mean, yeah. How about this one? A play that the more and more I looked at it, the more and more I liked it. The Cardinals knock off Paul Skeens. And they get the Skeens, too.
I would say I wish I put both plays up because we were both right. I took the over. So
I was leaning first 5 under and the Cardinals money line. I'm so glad I went Cardinals money line instead of the first 5 under.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. Unders have killed me this year. That's one thing I have noticed a little bit. But I want to take a look at what my under record is this year because it's nowhere near what my record was last year with it, but still very, very early. The Braves, that was an obvious play. I think the markets told you everything you need to know about that game. Having the Phillies with a significantly better record than the Braves, with their best pitcher on the mound being dogs in that game. And I know you went bigger on with that one there. But yeah. And then that was about all the good stuff from MLB. I got the under 9.5, by the way, in the Colorado-Milwaukee game. Freddie Peralta pitches really well at Coors Field. He has his few starts. I lost my double up on the Twins, money line, and team total over. The way the markets were moving and like that, I would make that bet over and over and over again. It just didn't go my way this time. And then I cashed the first 5 over in Baltimore, Arizona. Never in doubt on that one. Totally didn't need a 2-out, 2-run double in the bottom of the 5th inning to cash that, but that should have been my only play in that Orioles game because I added on the team total over for Baltimore and the full game over, and both those lost. So that's frustrating there. And then the Mariners lose in 12 innings. Yes, 12 innings. 2-1 against the Astros. I've moved on one play so far for today, and that was my free pick video. So I am coming into this card with not much action, and I will definitely be betting stuff throughout the card.
I like it. Yesterday was a good day on the site because we started off with I know I liked one side, you liked the other side, or no, you like the side, I like the total, so I put both of them up.
Yeah.
Considering it was your side, I put Tigers -1. I should have done the run line, and then I had the under 5-0. And the Yankees are no longer in first place in the AL East. I'll talk about that game in a minute. Then with the Orioles game did not go well at all. So that it is what it is there. We lost on the Orioles, lost on the over. How about the Oakland Athletics getting their first win in their new ballpark? Good for them with a 10-4 win over the Padres. And then, I know this sounds crazy, Nick. I laid 14.5 points on the Thunder.
I almost did too, honestly.
That was my only NBA play yesterday. Is I laid 14.5 points on the Thunder. They were down 1 point going into the fourth quarter. They won the fourth quarter by 17 and covered.
Sounds like a good game to live bet them.
So that was very, very nice to see. I forgot. My favorite play of the day yesterday. And you're not going to see this often. I loved the Braves yesterday. Loved that Brave spot yesterday. Yes. I took their run line. I got +192 up on the site. Loved that spot. And I went big. I went run line because that's just a spot that I figured, hey, that's really good. And it took a wild pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning in order for the Braves to get that 2-run lead. Don't care. That was a very, very good game for me. So +192 on the Braves run line.
They got to Zach Wheeler.
They did. They did get to Wheeler, which was interesting to see. But hey, I'm very happy with how that went.
Okay. Head over to the chat. I'm importing my records for the thing there, and then yeah.
I've got an interesting scenario where the Flames make the playoffs.
Are you going swimming with the Sharks with us tonight? Is that what's happening? You're going swimming with the Sharks?
Bad day yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, I saw for Coyote it was.
Sabres are 9-1. The last 10 games beating Jets, Sens, Capitals, Lightning, and Canes.
What the?
Why can't they play like this in December? Yeah, no shit. I wonder that all the time. Why can't they play like this in December?
Because there's pressure on them? Because the games matter?
Because the games matter in December. That's very, very frustrating. Sens in Columbus over 6.5 was sweaty. Bruins killed the Devils. Yeah. That's concerning.
I mean, I've said this for a while. The Devils are going to... I think I'm usually one of those guys where if a team is down 2-0 heading home in the playoffs, I bet on them. That might be a series where I just bet Carolina -1 every single game. And they sweep the Devils. Maybe.
Man, Yankees team total over 3.5 yesterday. Shake my head. They probably score 10 runs today. Do they, though? Do they? I don't think so. Don't do drugs, kids. Dallas Stars. That was nuts. Yeah, Bruins Devils game whatsoever had the overcash. There you go. What's up, Nicholas Handy? The Angels are 7-3. I was always a Mike Trout guy, but nobody else was. No, I thought Mike Trout is a great player when he's healthy. He's one of the best players in baseball when he's healthy. And by the way, Angels best record in the American League.
Yeah.
Morning,
as everybody expected.
Montreal Canadiens plus 5,500 for the dark horse.
Dark
horse team.
They beat the Capitals in the first round. I will be on Montreal in the first round to knock off the Capitals, and I've been saying this for a while. So come back to me when this happens. In the first round of the playoffs, it's going to be a bloodbath for those filling out brackets. When the Capitals lose, when the Jets lose, when the Stars lose, and when the Leafs lose. I mean, the Leafs, whatever, but
no, the Leafs aren't going to lose.
And potentially Vegas, if the Wild get their players back and are playing good heading into the playoffs.
I don't see Vegas losing.
If Kaprizov and Eck are healthy, I will have a piece of Minnesota to win that series. Absolutely.
No offense, but any Stars bettors, by golly, was that fucking happy. That's crazy. Raptors gonna beat the shit out of the Hornets.
As they should.
Who cares?
They're 9.5-point favorites.
Sabres team total over 2.5. There you go.
It. Yep.
Sabres are elite when eliminated. Go figure.
Yep.
And I will say, I feel like if the Sabres were in the playoff hunt or in a playoff spot, Tage Thompson's getting MVP votes.
Yeah.
He's got 44 goals this year. That's third in the NHL.
Yeah, I think next year, maybe if he continues this, you take a small piece of Tage Thompson to win the Rocket Richard.
Yeah. And keep in mind, he's got to stay healthy.
Yes.
Yeah. Hawks team total over. 1 rebound short of a Harden triple-double. Thunder and Golden State yesterday. There you go. Thunder got my money too. I didn't watch the Isles game, but I heard about it.
Fire Lou and Morello, please.
Would you believe me if I said Anders Lee has more goals than Steven Stamkos?
Yes, because I watch Islanders hockey this year.
Took an over on the Guards White Sox game yesterday.
Ugh.
Good job. Isles game was fun. What's up with so many player props?
I don't have any player props. I bet one this year in baseball, and I'm 1-0. And I'm waiting for the next opportunity to pop up when the team plays a doubleheader.
Sens clinch playoffs for the first time since 2017.
Congratulations, Ottawa. I look forward to seeing competitive hockey in Canada Tire Center. And if they play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round, I look forward to betting them in the first round.
Awesome hockey game last night. Bruins, Devils, Canucks, Stars, Isles, Predators. Yeah, that start. Yeah, I got you. Any MLB futures you guys like right now?
Pete Alonso to win the MVP. I'm starting my agenda, and I'm probably going to bet it after the show. Pete Alonso to win the MVP.
Go through the chat real quick.
I'm trying to think of any others. I mean, if you're looking for overreactions, because I saw the next comment after that was, let me get it.
Dodgers to miss the playoffs.
Any overreactions in the market that might be a good number? Braves, probably.
Although the Braves are still...
The Braves, I think, were like 93.5.
According to betting odds, the Braves have a better chance at winning the division than the Mets.
I don't agree with that, but I mean, the Mets still got to play in San Diego, and they still got to play in LA.
Yeah.
And the Braves don't.
You want MVP, Nick?
Pete Alonso to win the MVP. I'm starting my narrative.
He is not on... what do you call it?
Wow.
He's not on Bovada.
That is disrespectful.
Let's
that is
go.
So disrespectful. He's going to finish with 140 RBIs.
Let's go look at DraftKings real quick. Nick, keep going through the chat, and I'm going to find that for you.
Yeah. What's the play of today? The only play that I've bet so far is the Angels' first 5. I'm going to be on the White Sox first 5 as well. That was not available last night when I wanted to do a free pick video. I'm probably going to be on the Flames -1 in hockey. I'm looking at the Sharks in hockey as well. and the Lightning a little bit too. I gotta take a deeper look at the card though. But those are a couple of spots I'm looking at.
All right, I got it on DK.
Okay.
He is 50-1.
Sign me up. Braves/Phillies game was awesome. Both teams going at it. Yeah. That was honestly very much unexpected to see the Bruins smack the Devils. Yes, I wish the Devils don't make the playoffs, but most definitely seems like a team that gets swept. Yeah. I do think I'm going to have maybe I'll sprinkle on props for that series for Carolina to win 4-1 and the Devils win Game 3. That'll probably be the only game I have any interest in backing the Devils is Game 3 when they're down 2-0. Canadians to make the Cup. What are those odds? To win the Eastern Conference, probably pretty good, all things considered. Let me get that up on DK real quick. Let's see. Team futures, conference winner. Montreal is 50-1 to win the Eastern Conference. Right now, the favorites, Florida at plus 350. Then the Lightning are 4-1. The Capitals are 5-1, even though they're about to win the President's Trophy.
That says everything you need to know.
Carolina has the same odds as Washington in the playoffs. The Leafs are plus 550. The Devils are 14-1. The Sens are 17-1. I wholeheartedly disagree with that the Devils should have better odds than the Sens right now. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Then the Canadians and the Rangers and the Islanders and the Red Wings and the Blue Jackets. For the Western Conference, the Stars are 3-1. Yeah, and the Avalanche are 4-1. Those two teams are going to play in the first round. Mm-hmm. The Oilers are 450. The Golden Knights are 550. The Jets are 6-1. They're about to win the division too. Kings are 9-1. The Blues are 18-1. The Wild are 18-1. I don't agree with the Blues and the Wild being the same odds, but that's beyond the point. Flames are 90-1. Canucks are 150-1. The Utah Hockey Club are 250-1. So you got some decent odds there if you're looking at some big dogs. There. Leafs are not losing in the first round.
I agree.
Yeah. I do think they do. Leafs will face the Sens in the first round. Leafs are making it out of round 1. I mean, yeah, we've totally seen them have really good teams and have plenty of playoff success. Here's the thing: the Bruins can make the playoffs and play the Leafs in the first round and beat them with this roster because we know what happens with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'm going to keep betting against it until they prove me wrong. They're mental midgets. The Maple Leafs are mental midgets that grip their sticks way too tight when the moment gets the brightest, and you'll see that in a few weeks when they play in the first round of the playoffs and get knocked off by the Ottawa Senators. And Vegas ain't losing to the Wild. That one I'm iffy on. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to be on a lot of upsets. I'm going to be on a lot of upsets in the first round. I've been saying this. It's going to be a bloodbath for predictions, for brackets and stuff like that, because I know, and it's going to look a lot like 2019 when the Blue Jackets knocked off the Lightning, who just broke the record and things along those lines. Yeah. So Leafs are beating the Panthers. They're not playing the Panthers. That's pretty plain and simple. They're not playing the Panthers. They are going to play the Senators, unless the Panthers continue to completely fall off. But I think it's going to be Leafs, Senators, and Lightning, Panthers. And I think the Lightning knock off the Panthers too. I am very, very high on this Lightning team. But I obviously have their futures. I'm sticking with it's going to be Avalanche Lightning in the Stanley Cup Finals. Continue on. We're almost 20 minutes in, and we haven't even touched on a game yet.
Yes, let's keep going.
I would lean Wild very much if they face the VGK. Yeah. When did the playoffs start? 10 days. Yep. I'm going to Las Vegas for the playoffs. Hell yeah. Ellie has been a bum. He needs to step it up. Yes, he has. It's been very frustrating. Flyers immediately caught my eyes versus the Rangers minus 200. Yeah. Flyers and Rags are going to go under most definitely. Just saw quick is likely. All right. Leafs sweeping the Sens. I'll bet that. No, I'm good. Yeah, I think the Blues keep it close. Oh, but the chat is dead without 4 seconds. It's very much alive. It's very much alive. We'll get it started though in the MLB. I thought at one point last night this record would be in the black, but we're very, very early into the season, and it's only 1.23 units. So we can very well get that back in one game. Let's get it started. I've been spot on this series. This has been a fun series. We have the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. We have this game of pick'em with a total of 7.5 in this game. Eric Fetty and Mitch Keller. Your pitching matchup in this one here. Line opened up 116 for St. Louis. It's now 110. So we have a slight move towards the Cardinals in this one here. Line opened up in an 8 down to a 7.5. So we move towards the under in this game as well. Taking a look, we have 97% of the tickets, 95% of cash is on the over, 55% of tickets, 54% of cash is on the Cardinals, and this line's moving towards the Buccos in this spot. Both these pitchers did not look good in their first matchup here because they're both sporting ERAs of at least 7. We have for Pittsburgh, it's Mitch Keller, who had his first start against the Miami Marlins, and then he also faced the Yankees. He gave up 1 earned run on 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched against Miami, and then he gets blown up against the Yankees for 7 earned runs on 8 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 3 2/3. That's why his ERA is as high as it is. On the flip side, we have Eric Fetty, there he is, which in his last start went up against the Boston Red Sox and got lit up. He gave up 6 earned runs on 5 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, and 3 innings pitched. On the flip side, though, he's very much like Keller. He had a great first start. He went 6 innings against the Twins, gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And I don't mind both these pitchers. I don't. And for me in this game, I mean, I'm leaning under a little bit in this spot, looking for both these pitchers to bounce back, because they had a good start in their first start. They got hit in the second start. It's going to be anywhere between first pitches are going to be around 40 to 43 degrees, and it gets up to 47. We do have slight winds blowing out 4 miles an hour, though. Not enough for me to be like, oh, I can't bet an under with those winds. And I lean under in this game, and I lean Pirates in this spot. Do I want to get my day started 12:35? Absolutely. Do I have a spot I really want to get involved with, though? Not particularly. This would be under, no bet. I'll take a refresh and get the bullpen status up for both these teams. Maybe this is a full game under for me, but I don't think I'm getting involved here in this one.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get my day started with this game either. These are two teams that I don't think are good. Obviously, Pittsburgh's going to finish bottom of the division, and even though the Cardinals were off to a great start this year, I just don't see them being a competitive team at all. I like both these pitchers. I do. They each had one bad start. And I take ERA in the beginning of the season with a grain of salt because it really does not matter. So I'm going to end up staying off this game to start off the card. I will be getting my day started in the 1 o'clock slate for sure.
Yeah, looks like for the Pirates, they haven't really used much bullpen. They used Chase Sugart for 36 pitches yesterday and Tim Maiza. Other than that, everybody's basically had 2 days off. And on the flip side, we have the St. Louis Cardinals, who yesterday they had they used a little bit of bullpen, where Kyle Leahy went 22 pitches. He's thrown 2 of the last 3 games. And then Phil Maton threw 14, Steven Matz threw 16, and Jojo Romero threw 9. So actually, their bullpen doesn't look too taxed because they got these amount of time. A lot of these guys had either Monday or Tuesday off. So these look like 2 fresh bullpens ready to go. And damn, I think I'm going to move on this under to get my day started. I think both these pitchers bounce back and have a good appearance after getting hit last game. And I will look to. I'm gonna grab the under here. A nice early getaway day under for this spot. I'm gonna shop around, find the best available number, which is over on Bovada under 8 minus 120.
Good luck. Might even play the Blues money line. Cardinals money line. Leaning it under here. Cardinals game under. Cardinals. What's up, my guys? Let's get those cash today. Hit the like button, people. Sense of appreciation. Subscribe and share it to me. Nice ass NBA card today. Let's go find some value. Here's the deal. We're not talking every single NBA game today. All the games that don't matter, we're cutting off. And for the rest of the regular season, I kind of want to do that if we're both part of the show with hockey.
I'm going to touch on every hockey game.
All right, whatever for the games that don't matter, but okay. Yeah. But we're going to be cutting it down. I think we're doing 4 games today in the NBA that actually matter and are actually reasonably lined. So, Cardinals money line, they have good numbers versus Keller. Bucks money line, points wasn't needed or necessary. Good call, Marcos, 40-13, fourth quarter. Milwaukee we got Bobby back. There you go. Cardinals first 5. My heart dropped when Tim said that. Yeah, I know.
What?
Road Warriors -8. Good call. By that 4 times. -32. All good, Marcos. Marcos, don't turn into 446 saying good call for yourself. Warriors trifecta tonight. Who do the Warriors even play tonight?
Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. The books were opening their arms to Celtics money line. Yeah, I know where I'm going in that game. But I know that we're going to be talking a lot more baseball, though.
Yeah. We have the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. -220 for the Mets. Looking for the sweep here against the Marlins. Total is 7 in this game. Line opened up 245. It's actually gone down to a -200. Line opened up 7.5 and -110. It's now 7 and -110. So we even moved towards the under here as well. We got good old Siler McGill taking on Max Meyer. I actually like Max Meyer a little bit. I think he's one of those pitchers on this rotation for the Marlins. I think has some nice potential. We have 95% of the tickets and 95% of the cash on the over. This line's moving towards the under, though, which definitely increases my interest for an under in this game. And we have 92% of tickets, 95% of cash on the Mets here, and that's when the line's dropping. We have McGill, who has been phenomenal to start the year. He did face this. No, he did not face this Marlins team. He faced Houston and Toronto. So he has not had the Marlins have not seen him yet this year, which makes me like the under even more. On his last start, he went 5 1/3 innings, gave up no earned runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts against the Blue Jays. His first start of the year, he gave up 1 earned run on 3 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched in that 3-1 Mets win against the Astros in that series. Max Meyer on the opposite side, I believe he's looked okay. He was part of the 10-0 loss in this last game, but he only gave up 3 of those runs, 3 earned runs on 8 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and 6 innings pitched. But he pitched really well against the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1 earned run on 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and 5 2/3. He did struggle a little bit last year, only threw 57 innings, though, to a 5.68 ERA. But I think Max Meyer is somebody we should be keeping our eye on, 26-year-old starting pitcher for the Miami Marlins here, that I think he can go out here and pitch well in this game. This is another game I'm leaning towards unders in these early games. I also never even looked at the weather for this game in Citi Field. It's a little bit warmer than yesterday. It's 45. First pitch is 45 degrees. It'll get up to 49. And we have, looks like 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards right center field. So for me, it's a lean towards an under in this game. I don't think I'm going to get involved with it, but it would be under or no bet here for me.
I am going to take the under, and I did throw it up on the site. I got under 7.5 at -110. This is a Mets team that's been pitching really, really well this year, and a spot that I think that they can continue to pitch really, really well. This is a Marlins offense that is not good. We both know that one, Nick. This is a Mets team that through the first 10 games has the best ERA in baseball, and it's not particularly close right now. So this is a Mets team that I want to be backing pitching-wise. I'm just waiting for their offense to show up. It did yesterday.
I even said it was going to yesterday.
Yeah, I know you did. I know I had the under. It is what it is. I figured I thought the Marlins would score like 1 or 2 at most, and they went off for 5. So even then, I like the under here. Under 7.5 at -110 is how I'm going to get my baseball day started. If I had to go for a side, I'm probably leaning towards Miami to avoid the sweep.
At this number, I can see that, especially with the Mets. The way they view, I mean, Minter, you probably want it. I don't think Minter's throwing back-to-backs right now, so he's probably not available. He threw yesterday. Danny Young's throwing back-to-back days. He's not going to be available. Reed Garrett threw 12 pitches yesterday. He might be available. Buteau could be. Rosaban's not. But Stanek, Kranick, and Diaz will all be available for the Mets as well. So hopefully McGill gives you 6 innings, and then you can go with Kranick, then Stanek, then Diaz potentially there. For the Marlins, they used 26 pitches for Arias yesterday. Voucher through 24, Enriquez through 18, Curry through 16. Nobody's thrown back-to-back days, so it looks like a fully rested and ready-to-go bullpen here for the Marlins. I'm going to jump on that under as well, so 2 unders for me to start the day. It'll be full game for me for the under, so I'm going to go ahead and join you here. I'm getting 7 at -105 over on Bet365. I'll lock that in real quick.
Real quick, you haven't put the link for the contest in the chat.
Shit. Yep.
I was just looking to go put my stuff in, and it's not in yet.
My bad.
All good. Holy chats. Man, this chat's going crazy, and 446 isn't even here. We can skip some hockey too. Don't matter. Well, it's at the end of the show anyway, so kind of want the Marlins under 7. Max Meyer's great. I was being sarcastic with you, dude. I was. I wonder how 446 feeling about his Yanks. I'm worried for him. I haven't heard from him. That and his Dodgers got absolutely blown out by freaking Washington yesterday, which was amazing to see. And this Washington team is starting to look like that team that I said that I liked in the beginning of the year.
Yeah. They just got off to this. I still think their bullpen will be their downfall, but maybe it's not as bad as we thought.
Yeah.
And they just had a poor start to the year.
Marlins +1.5.
I can see that.
Okay, so you got their revenge on the Fakers. Yep, and I was on it. I laid 14.5 points. I don't do that often. Marlins game, first 5 under.
I don't hate that either. I mean, if you want to back these 2 starting pitchers, that's a good price for a first 5 under for this game.
Luka goes back to Dallas tonight. AD revenge or Luka.
Ooh.
We'll talk about that game.
Ooh.
We'll see how good they pitch against better teams. Yep. LOL 446 will pop up when he's sitting back and watching. Maybe. Hopefully he keeps sitting back. I know, right? How did the Mets not smash at this number?
I'm worried that they win this game 3-2. Like, that would be my main worry, because you have to run line them, because they're too expensive to play a -1 line on, and they're way too expensive to money line. So that would be my main worry, is that they don't score enough. And I kind of lean to, and this line's plummeted. I kind of lean towards the Mets team total under in this game after putting up 10 runs yesterday.
I see he'd be annoying the shit. He can be very annoying at sometimes, yes. Always. Here's the link to the contest. Yeah, I don't stay for hockey. Some games don't matter. I agree. Treason. 446 is an imbecile. I agree. Now he's a Dodger fan. That's how he feels about the Yanks. Nat's looking good. Tim might have got that one right. It's freaking April 9th. Can we not do that? Marcos, what up? And I'm sorry, I sex. It's not the same when the Coyotes are gone. He's got a good point. All right, Nick, we go from the best New York team to the other New York team. The Little Brothers. The Little Brothers of New York. The New York Yankees taking on the Detroit Tigers in this one here. Did we click back? Or there we go. Sorry, my computer's being slow, I guess. The Yankees are -150 road favorites with a total of 7 in this game. I know a lot of people, are going to look at this game and think, how did the Yankees get swept? Let's talk about it. Line opened up 137. It's now 147, though. So the line's moved towards the Yankees. And I think this pitching matchup does favor the Yankees. Line opened up 7.5. It's down to a 7. So another game that's moving towards the under. Unders are kind of appealing today. I'm not going to lie. Especially with these early games. 94% of tickets, 94% of cash on the under. On the over in this game.
68% of tickets, 69% of the cash, nice, is on the Yankees in this game as well. And the line's moving towards the Yankees, so that all makes sense. And I'm not going to fault anybody that likes the Yankees in this game. I do think the Yankees probably squeaked this one out. I'm a fan of Max Fried, though. Even though he's been a Brave and now he's a Yankee, I like Max Fried. I think he's gotten a little bit too much hate by some people saying he's not like that.
He is injury prone.
He's not. I'm so tired of people saying he's injury prone because he's not. This is a guy that's thrown over 29 starts in 3 of his last 4 years. Yes, he had in 5 of the last 6. He had the 1 year in 2023 where he got hurt. The only other year since 2019 that he's not thrown more than 28 starts was in 2020 when nobody threw 28 starts. So
I don't know.
That's very injury prone. Then giving you 29 to 30 starts a year, that's very injury prone. I
was joking.
I know, but here's the sad part: people actually think that. People actually think that Max Fried is injury prone. He's not. I promise you, he's not. And he's looked good so far to start the year. Went up against the Pittsburgh Pirates, gave up 1 earned run on 6 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and 5 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 2 earned runs on 7 hits, 2 walks, 4 2/3 in that 20-9 win over the Brewers. And on the flip side, we have Jack Flaherty, who is coming off of a win in his last start. He went up against the White Sox, though. But 1 earned run on 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 5 2/3. He also went 5 2/3 against the Dodgers, giving up 2 earned runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts in that matchup there. Damn, am I really going to be on 3 unders to start the day? I'm going to take a look at what the bullpens look like in this spot, and I think I might pull the trigger on another under in this game here. We see in this matchup, we've seen the last 2 games go under the total. The Yankees scored a combined 2 runs. The wind's blowing from right field to third base, and it's going to be opening pitch, around 39 degrees, and it's going to finish up around 40 degrees, 41 degrees. So it's going to be nice and cold there in Detroit. Am I really going to start my day with 3 unders? I might. It's just whether or not I pull the trigger on the first 5 of the full game. Yarbrough threw 27 pitches, and Hamilton threw 13, Cruz threw 9 yesterday. So Tim Hill will be available, Mark Leiter will be available, Luke Weaver's available, Devin Williams is available. Full echelon of Yankee pitchers available. What about the Tigers? Brant Harder threw 40 pitches yesterday. Canley's available, Brisky's available, Hannafy, Holton, Barbia, Maeda, Vest. Everybody's fully ready and fully rested, ready to go. This is another under for me in this game. Give me these cold weather unders. Am I boring taking 3 unders to start the card? Probably. Do they win? I think so. So yeah, give me another under here. Over on Bovada, -110. Tigers, Yankees under 7.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm a fan of Max Fried, even though he's injury prone. I'm joking. And the big thing with me, Nick, is the Yankees. They don't seem to hit outside of Yankee Stadium. Although they did against Pittsburgh, but that's Pittsburgh. Since going to Detroit, they've scored 2 runs in 2 days. And now they have to go against Jack Flaherty, which I think can shut them down. And I think Max Fried pitches well. I see this one as another like 3-2, 2-1, 3-1 type of game. And I think this one gets ugly. I think this is an ugly under. So I think both New York games go under. And I didn't touch the St. Louis-Pittsburgh game. But I'm with you. 2 unders to start the day for me. And you're going to get – now is the best time to bet unders when it's cold. Because eventually the weather's going to warm up and you're not going to see as many unders.
Here's the thing, though, is yes, the weather's going to warm up. You're not going to – no.
The totals will go up. But
I was going to say, we're seeing 6.5s and 7s and 7.5s and 8s right now. During the summer, you'll see 9.5s and 10s. So I disagree with that because there'll be plenty of under 10s and under 9.5s and stuff like that to bet during that time.
True, but you're not going to see as many unders.
I disagree. I think you'll see just as many unders.
Imagine your team getting stripped away from you.
Yeah.
They're still alive in our hearts. Hold on. Let's give them a Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, give him the Wile E. Coyote. There you go.
Yikes, Tim. I got Oklahoma City at 9. Hey, guess what? It cashed. It cashed. Nick frozen. Hopefully he comes back. Oh no, we're good. We're the mic's through my computer because guess what? I'm right here. Morning, gentlemen. Morning. Yanks can't hit. Yankees smash. Yanks -1. Mets. Tigers. He's not. Tigers team total under. My guy TNT Tage Thompson anytime goal and never in doubt swept the board on that game. Sabres first period in the under. Hell yeah, dude. Sweet chin music. Here's Coyote posting the link for the baseball contest 600 times in the chat. Thank you, Coyote. The Sabres now do exactly opposite of what they used to do, which is start off hot, then fade down the stretch to start off slow, then get hot, but end up no playoffs. It's exactly what they do. MLB contest prize: free ESP T-shirt or tank top. Or if 446 manages to...
You didn't read it right. Free ESP T-shirt or tank. Where's my tank? I want a tank. I know what you're getting at, but I saw that. It would be funny.
Cole Caulfield. Sorry. And Canadians money line, beautiful. No, it wasn't beautiful because it eliminated my Sabres. Quick might be a team to fade when they are not at home. Or bet their unders, yes, especially against bad teams, yes. Disappointed in the overrated Devils. Couldn't keep it under and got blown out. Why aren't they home? Because they're not. The totals go up. Yankees need to wake up. No, I like them playing like this. I think they're playing great. Right now. 8.5 will be a low. Will be the low right now. It's hot. I gotcha. Ice, those Canucks are jerks. Killed my night. Dude, that was a crazy game. Appreciate it. Go Yotes. Sorry. What's up, Markel? Back on the Blues again.
Probably.
See about that. I love olives. Cool. All right, Nick, we're 42 minutes in, and we're on to the fourth game.
Yep, gotta love baseball. Chicago Cubs and the Texas Rangers. And I know I talk a lot about baseball, but it's the sport I can break down the best, personally. We have Shota and Managa taking on Tyler Mahle. Your pitching matchup here. It opened up at a 150. It's now 165 for them Chicago Cubbies, looking for the sweep over the Rangers. This Cubs team, watch out for them. I know you were high on them in the offseason. I was lukewarm on them. I need to see it first. They look good. Line opened up at an 8, down to a 7.5, so another move towards the under on this one here. Two pitchers I actually like, Tyler Mahle and Shota Imanaga. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. 89% tickets, 81% of cash is on the over in this one. 82% tickets, 63% cash on the Cubs, and at least the line's moving towards the Cubs for those who want to back them. Shota Imanaga coming into this game has looked good in 3 starts. He's gone 18 in the third innings pitch, gave up 2 earned runs on 7 hits, 7 hits, 6 walks, 10 strikeouts in those games. He's 2-0 on the year with a .98 ERA. I look forward to, within the next week or so, being able to set up my spreadsheet because I now see pitchers with 3 starts. And that's usually the sign of it's time to set up my spreadsheet. Tyler Mahle will be making his 3rd start. He's given up 1 earned run so far. His first start, he only went 1 2/3 in that game. Gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. He threw 61 pitches in 1 2/3. Just he was struggling with the strike zone and stuff like that. But he didn't give up runs in that game, only the 1 earned run. And then he followed that up with 5 innings of no earned run baseball, 1 hit, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. For me, this is another lean towards an under because I believe also the weather in Chicago sucks still because it's Chicago. I would maybe, if you're going to negotiate with Kyle Tucker on extensions and stuff like that, maybe wait till it's not 38 degrees outside. And there's a chance that this game can get postponed. It looks like at first pitch, 70% chance of rain, and it'll go up to 96 range. I will stay off this game because I want both these starting pitchers. I do not want this game starting. It rains, and then next thing we know, we get an inning or two from Molly and an inning or two from Imanaga. So this will be a stay-off spot for me just because the weather kind of keeps me off this spot. And it's just one of those games where just do you really want to risk it with an under here? I've already moved on the first 3 unders. Do you really want to risk it with an under here with potential of these starting pitchers getting cut short? I absolutely do not, especially with these bullpens. I do not trust these bullpens. It'd be first 5 under or nothing, by the way.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I think the Cubs are going to win today and sweep, and they will be the second team to hit 10 wins this year. Because I think the first team that hit 10 wins will be a team in Queens. But
really?
Because nobody has hit 10 wins yet.
And the Dodgers have played 2 more games.
Yeah. And so have the Cubs. It's very impressive. But I think the Chicago Cubs win today. I'm obviously not laying 150, 155. I can get the run line at plus 125. I am very, very high on the Chicago Cubs team. By the way, this was also a Texas Rangers team that was heading into the series 8-2.
Yeah, they were looking good.
So they were looking good too, and then fell, and they haven't done anything this series. Granted, I'm not going to fault them because they had Nathan Eovaldi, which in his first start or his first 2 starts had pitched really well, and then the last game they had Patrick Corbin. So I feel like it was more of a punt game for them.
The GOAT, Patrick Corbin. And here's the thing, though, with Patrick Corbin. The Cubs are so lucky that he didn't have a spring training. If he was fully ready to go, he would have dominated that matchup, I'm sure of it.
Sure. Cubs run line for me, plus 125.
Yeah, it's enough for me to stay off this game.
Are Canucks making the playoffs?
No. Absolutely not.
Slight pause. Okay. Did you recap contest records?
Oh, shit. No, I did not. Thanks for reminding me. Let's get those up real quick. Because I think I need to move people around because I don't think I'd move people around because nope, I didn't fully move people around. We have a new first place person. It is Neil, who is 3-0. I meant to type 3 there. He is 3-0 on the year. 446 is Scared is now 2-1. He put it into play yesterday. Occupancy up 1 unit, 8-7. John Boy down 0.32. I am down 1.13. Craig Wood needs to get moved up because the person putting in plays underneath the name of 446 is now negative 4.7 units. After a strong start, he's really fallen off. So now we know for sure that 446 won't claim that was him because it's losing. And I think he's a fraud, honestly, because all you see him do is gloat about his winners and never talks about his losers. I'm now down 1.13 units for the contest. Craig Wood or Tim, you're down 2.25 units. Nice day for you yesterday and make a little bit of a comeback there. And then Markel 0-3. Nicholas Handy down 7.71. Coyote down 9. Untouchable down 17. And Robert down 20. So there you go.
Right on. All right. Thanks for going over that. I was able to have a little bit of my my sandwich.
There you
go. But there you go. Cubs. No, Flames are.
I can see the Flames making the playoffs. I absolutely can.
Flyers or the Ducks might be the gross play in hockey today.
I think the Flames win that game.
Well, you really won't like my bets then. Well, maybe it's a thread in the needle like I did with Vegas first period, Colorado money line, or Anaheim, Columbus, or Calgary. Cubs smash, yes. I think I'm going to put Cubs up on the site. Maybe. We'll see. Why is the target for Nick to do a dance still up?
What?
Nothing.
Because Tim's special.
No, I put a goal up where any super chat and it says Nick will do a dance. Who do you have winning in the NBA, the whole thing?
I don't have any futures on that.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Lakers. I'm joking. Honestly, I know a lot of people are going to overreact the other way. Watching Karl Malone get fired, Mike Malone get fired, makes me interested in the Nuggets.
Nope. It's interesting. Pass. Nuggets getting the coaching bump was shocking. Yeah, that was weird. I don't understand. I'm taking the Nuggets today because of that, but I don't understand.
That does not mean you agree with the decision.
I do not agree with firing Coach Malone. He had 8 straight winning seasons. He won the championship 2 years ago.
I saw somebody comparing this to if the Colorado Avalanche would fire Jared Bednar right now.
It's so stupid. I don't understand. Anyways, laughing 6. I know I'm getting killed. If the Canucks win out, it'll be 93 points. Blues will lose out. 93 points. Flames in. The Blues aren't losing out. My guy Rob in the double digits. Hell like me. Damn it, Tim's in front of me. Ha ha. I'm about to join you, Untouchable. Hey, Ice. The league wants the Blues in, not the Flames or the Canucks. Can you play? You said one play a day, right? Nope.
No, multiple. You can put as many news as you want.
Just dump the mild out and we'll be fine. If the Warriors lose today, nothing happens. They're saying LOL because I could see Vegas and Kings not giving a flip in the end. Lakers. Trusting the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers, not betting it. I did take the Lakers to make the playoffs at minus 120 earlier in the year, Nick. So there you go.
That was a good bet. That was a really nice bet.
Yeah, easy money. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
San Diego Padres and the Oakland Athletics. Oakland minus 115 favorites in this game. Whoa. Oswaldo Beto and Randy Vasquez. That makes sense. And you know what? I'll give the Bucks credit on one thing. They've finally caught up to it. The total's a 10 now. It opened up at a 9. It's all the way up to a 10. I 100% agree with this being a 10.
Yep.
And I feel frustrated that I have not taken advantage of, of these totals being super low in the beginning, and they're going to be monster totals now because the books have picked up on the ball flies in Sacramento. Line opened up with the Padres as favorites. Now the Athletics are favorites in this game. Line opened up the 9, and it's now a 10. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 75% of tickets, 77% of cash is on the Padres, yet this line's gone from dog to favorite for Oakland. Makes me interested in the Athletics, honestly. 90% tickets, 91% cash on the over. The line's moving towards the over, and I fully understand with the line moving towards the over. In this game here, we've seen nothing but runs in these Sacramento games. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, has every single game gone over the total for the Athletics at home?
I believe so.
This year. Because they...
Yes.
18-3, 7-4, 10-2, 5-4, and 10-4. So, but not every, but only one game out of the 5 they've played at home have not reached double-digit runs, which is exactly what we're getting in this game. This feels like A's are no bet. The only thing is maybe we've missed our line because this line moves like 35 cents. I wonder why this line's moved 35 cents. Tells me maybe there's an injury that we're not noticing that's really impacting this line, or maybe this was a different pitcher originally. But I don't think so because Vasquez has been in this rotation. He's always pitched after Cease. So maybe this is just bet the Oakland A's and move on in this game. Athletics, let's take a look at their bullpen. Leclerc threw 27 yesterday. Ferguson threw 15. Sterner threw 14. So Perdomo, Miller, Murdoch, McFarland, Spence. Spence won't be available. He threw 56 on Sunday. So their bullpen looks fine for today. Padres, Alex Jacob threw 28 yesterday. Yuki Matsui threw 19. Wandy Peralta threw 9. Everybody's had at least either Monday or Tuesday off. Nobody's coming back-to-back days, so it looks like a fully rested, ready-to-go Padre bullpen as well. I think I'm just going to take the Oakland Athletics and move on. I think this dog to favorite line move is telling, and I will take minus 120 over on Bet365.
I put up 2 things for this game. We're expecting runs galore again. So far, you've seen a shit ton of runs scored in Sacramento. I know it's up to a 10. I was able to get 9.5. So I'm jumping on that, or sorry, 9.9 on the site, whatever. So I'm jumping on that. And I was able to get plus money on Oakland money line on the site. So I'm running with that as well. Oakland Athletics every day. I still need to update it. I'm going to take time tonight to update from the Colorado series and the Padres series on how the Oakland every day is doing. I am betting everything every single day. I just have not updated it on Twitter yet. I will update it tonight, and you guys will have the updated numbers tomorrow for the show. So I will update it, but I don't have those numbers updated at the moment. I could actually, if Nick goes to the chat, I could probably get them updated pretty quickly though.
Interesting. All right, we'll head to the chat. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Let's see.
Marcos, you talk in third person. There.
Yeah, there you go. Don't be upset. I think it's weird. Los Padres. Yeah. Padres ruined my Nerfy. I wouldn't play a Nerfy in Sacramento. That's just not something I would do.
Never.
Not never. Just not going to do that though. Can we get a card, please? Yeah, Tim will post one after the show. Card.
Yes.
Yeah. Which wild card team are you most confident in winning first round in the NHL playoffs, and why is it the St. Louis Blues? I think that's the easy answer. I'm gonna say we see 3 of the 4 wild card teams win in the first round of the playoffs. The only one I think the one I'm least confident in is the Wild. I would say the Blues are 1, Canadians are 2, Sens are 3, Wild are 4. Like, if I had to pick the 4 wild card teams most confident, the Blues are the top one, and then after that, Blues, then the Canadians, the Senators, and the Wild. Did I submit my plays correctly? Let me look. Let me look at this real quick. Let's see. Ice X, 1 response. You put in. It's loading. Yep, perfect. Looks good. Mariners money line and under 7.5 at plus 253. Yep, that's perfect. Good job. W, yeah. Ice X in the contest. All right. Over 10, trusting Nick and Tim. I did not move on the over, or the over. Yeah, he's on the over 10.
Yes.
I lean the over, but I think the Athletics team total over there. I'm a homer, so I'll say the Blues with the 2 Canadian teams in the East, depending on who they face. Fair. I will be less confident in the Senators if they get the Lightning in the first round, by the way. If the Lightning do pass the Leafs. Example of how I put my plays in. Cardinal, yeah, you do it perfectly as well. Yeah. Nick and Tom, by the way. I read it wrong. It's Nick and Tom. And he says Tim. Yeah. It would be funny if Nick won this month's contest. I mean, yeah, and then I can win an ESB T-shirt. Probably wouldn't buy one, but yeah, perfect. I had the same list: St. Louis, Montreal, Ottawa, Minnesota. But the right matchups. Montreal is going to get Washington in the first round, and I'm really confident that the Montreal Canadiens will knock off the Washington Capitals in the first round of the playoffs. That is my bold take for the playoffs: is the Capitals don't make it past 6 games. We'll move on. We have the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks, minus 120 for the Diamondbacks, total of 9 in this game. I should have just stuck with my what is basically every day play for the Baltimore Orioles, other than when Zach Eflin's on the mound, and that is the first 5 over. This line opened up at a minus 120 for Arizona. It's minus 119. Line opened up at a 9 minus 110. It's now 9 minus 117. So it's moved towards the over here as well. 90% tickets, 92% of cash is on the over in this spot. 64% tickets, 64% of cash is on the Diamondbacks in this spot here. I mean, the first 5 overs have been so good with the Orioles. I'm probably gonna be back on them again today. I wish that I just stuck with just the first 5 rather than full game stuff, but it is what it is. We have Dean Kramer taking on Brandon Pfaadt. Kramer is not a pitcher I'm a fan of, and I haven't for the last few years. I think he's a solid 5 on a bad team. Not on a bad team, but like he's somebody where I want him as a dog, not a favorite, which he is a dog in this game. He went up against Kansas City in his last start, gave up 2 earned runs on 8 hits, no walks, 4 1/3, 1 strikeout. And his previous game, though, gave up 5 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 1/3 against the Blue Jays. I think that we could see very similar performance to what we saw against the Blue Jays, more than what we saw against Kansas City. And then on the flip side, we have Brandon Pfaadt, who is not off to the greatest of starts, a 5.25 ERA, but I mean, very, very early. That's one thing to keep in mind. Waiting for this to load so we can get, there we go. There we go. 4 earned runs in his last game against the Nationals in 6 innings, 6 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. And he also faced the Cubs, gave up 3 earned runs on 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 6 innings pitched against them. That's all it really needs is 5 innings of 3-run baseball for both these pitchers, which I think these are the type of pitchers that these guys are, where they are 5 innings of 3-run baseball. And that'll get me over the total in the first 5 innings. So I'm going to go right back to it here, Tim, in this game. First 5 over for me. I'm going to shop around for the best number.
All right, we're just going to stick with Baltimore scoring runs or just runs in general in Baltimore games. I know it didn't hit yesterday, but it's been one of those things that we've been betting every single day, pretty much besides Eflin days.
Yeah.
And the Baltimore Orioles are 7-5 to the over. They've actually gone under in 3 straight. But they're 7-5 to the over. And you look at it, two times of those 5s, it was F1 pitching that they did not go over. But we're gonna roll right back with it. I'm gonna stick with it as well. Orioles over. You can get over 9 at minus 110. So let's just continue to bet over in Baltimore games.
Yep. I'm getting the first 5 over 4.5 at minus 125 over on ESPN.
There you go. How many bases did Butler get this game? Rooker got 1, so that was a loser. I'm almost updated on it, so I just want to be able to get these numbers done.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Let's go back to the chat. Sorry. You guys never wear. I do sometimes. I have it around. My bad. I already have a shirt. That's why I wouldn't buy it. I already have a shirt. So yeah. I already have one, so I wouldn't. Yeah. I would maybe buy, but you guys don't rep it. I wear it occasionally. It's not all the time, but yeah. If you made some cool designs, I would definitely buy. I think we could definitely come up with some fun ideas and stuff like that. Maybe we do an ESB logo with Mets colors. That's something like that.
I thought you want people to buy it.
Yeah. Over hashtag stop the fish fake should be a shirt. What? All right, I got a good question. If you guys want catchphrases and stuff on shirts, obviously stop the fish fade could be one of the ideas. What shirts, what sayings for ESB would you want?
Never in doubt.
Never in doubt?
Never in doubt. Never in doubt would be fun.
Just a novel. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. How did the ball? Subscribe and share.
Freaking love Markel. Marcos. It's not always about the money, Spider-Man.
Maybe. 1-800-GAMBLER with the yellow there.
Yes,
Maybe
I could see
maybe
that.
that's one there.
Let us know. Let us know what we should do.
Said no team should ever be minus 300. Love that. If I'm playing, I'm laying. Patrick Corbin Day. Oh, I like these.
These are great.
These are
oh my
great.
god,
These are
great.
so good. I gotta write these down. Let me continue. D-backs. I don't know about the side in this game. I just want runs. So much merch ideas you guys could do. Yeah, and maybe that's something we start. Maybe that's something we start doing. But yes, I definitely love the no team should be minus 300.
I want to do something with Oakland.
Yeah, maybe. Cream always rises to the top. Either it'll be 2-1 or 0-3. Nerfy, Baltimore first 5 in the full game. I hope the Nerfy doesn't win personally because I have the first 5 over and I want runs early. But yeah. D-back smash. O's game first 5 over 4.5 minus 125. It's not a bad way to go. At minus 110. Wow, nice. I don't know where you're finding minus 110, but nice. D-backs and over money over parlay spot. Maybe Patrick Corbin Day could be a shirt. No team should be minus 300. I love that. If I'm playing, I'm laying. O's every day. That was a last year thing, yeah. Because I would for sure support. We got to come up with some fun ideas.
Hey, and you're good with Photoshop, so
yeah. Hello, my name is blank, and I'm a psycho. And take big, crazy plus money lines. Love it. Love it. Massive dog, I'm in. No parlay shirt. Something all along those lines. Ooh, hedging's for gardeners. We do not support. We do not condone parlays. Ooh, we got some fun ones there. I am ESB's biggest supporter. LOL6 would buy in bulk. Yeah, he doesn't have money. That's fair. We got some fun ideas. I want to start designing shit now. We'll continue on, though. The San Francisco Giants taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 140 for the Giants, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line of history in this one here. Trying to find the game.
By the way, real quick, I did get the numbers for the Oakland experiment.
Go for it.
I'm up a unit total, or I'm up. I track it in units, even though I do core units. It's up a unit. The two profitable ones are the A's team total over and Rooker total bases. The two ones that are down right now are the A's money line and Butler over his bases.
There you go. So yeah, this line opened up 150 for the Giants. It's down to a 143. So we do have a move towards Nick Martinez and the Reds. Line opened up at an 8 minus 110. It's now a 7.5 minus 110. So we have a move towards the under here as well. 82% of tickets, 94% of cash is on the Giants. And then we have 90% tickets, 88% of cash is on the over in this one as well. We have Justin Verlander taking on Nick Martinez. We have Verlander, who struggled so far this year. He went up against Seattle in his last start, couldn't make it out of the third inning. 3 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 1/3 innings pitched. He did face this Reds team, though. 2 earned runs on 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 5 innings pitched. He was okay against the Reds in his first start. And now the Reds have seen him, though. Nick Martinez on the other side, who struggled as well. He was the only player this offseason that was offered and accepted a what do you call it? Why am I drawing a blank with it?
Player option.
No.
Team option.
Wasn't an option. Damn it. What are they called? Qualifying offer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was the only one to accept it. He faced this Giants team, gave up 4 earned runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 6 innings pitched against in his first start. Followed up with 3 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 4 2/3. I want to back my boy Nick Martinez. I need to see it first, though. And maybe this is the spot to do it, because San Francisco is an awesome pitchers-friendly ballpark, and this could be one of those spots where both these pitchers weren't the greatest in that first game, so maybe the pitchers make adjustments. The wind blowing, whatever, I don't care because we all know San Francisco, it swirls. It doesn't really, the wind doesn't really, it could be blowing 20 miles out, and the wind swirls, so it's still not a hitter's-friendly ballpark. It's going to be anywhere between 63 and 66 degrees in this game as well. I lean under again. I like a lot of unders today. This would be another one, and I would lean towards the Reds as well. With the public all over the Giants and the line moving towards the Reds. The Reds are looking for the sweep right now. And then they will come on home. They have tomorrow off. So they'll come on home to play the Pirates this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the Reds pull out the brooms here in this game. I lean Reds in this spot.
Man, the Giants were off to such a good start to the year too. Because the Giants did take 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati. And since then, or since the series started between them and the Reds, the Giants have not scored. And guess what? It could happen again. I'm taking the under. I like the under in this game. The first 2 games have gone under. It's a getaway day. And it's an early game for these 2 teams because it's in San Fran. So another under. I know we're kind of boring with unders today. It is what it is. But
I love my unders in baseball. I like good pitching.
But I like Martinez, and I think and we've seen it. This Reds team just isn't doing anything offensively.
You know what they're kind of reminding me of? Oh, and this Reds team is unbelievably rested in the bullpen because Graham Ashcraft threw 20 pitches yesterday, Emilio Pagan threw 7, and on Monday they got 8 2/3 from Hunter Green, and out of the bullpen, Tony Santillan threw a whopping 5 pitches.
Exactly.
Oh, this is a fully rested, ready to go bullpen for the Reds. I want to take a look at the Giants real quick, which will probably decide between Reds money line and Giant or under. It's a fully rested and ready to go bullpen for them as well. Yeah, I want to join you on the under here in this spot as well. I think Verlander throws well here in this game.
I agree. Did I put up anything? I had the Orioles game clicked onto the thing, and I never put it up, so I have to put that up too. Reds wanted to take Giants money run line, but nah. Nerfy, pass, few. Here you go. Let's keep on rolling, Nick. There's no way the Dodgers get swept.
There's no way the Dodgers get swept, right? The Dodgers are minus 175 favorites. Total of 9 in this game. That being said, I'm probably not betting this game.
Oh, you're
Jake Irving and Landon Knack is your pitching matchup here. Here we start again. The Dodgers, the Dodgers are lucky they have 347 starting pitchers ready to go because they are down a lot of starting pitchers right now. Line opened up 165. It's now 179 for the Dodgers. The line's moved towards them. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 110. It's now 9 at minus 112. And we have 87% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over, or on the Dodgers. The line's moving towards them. 80% of tickets, 87% of cash on the over in this one as well. Landon Knack and Jake Irving, 2 pitchers I'm not a huge fan of. Landon Knack was one of those where when he was pitching, I felt okay fading the Dodgers last year. And Jake Irving does give me a little bit of pause, though. Landon Knack, he's pitched once this year. That was on March the 19th. In Tokyo in that 6-3 win over the Cubbies. He went 2 innings of one-hit baseball, struck out 3. So he has not really pitched much. Obviously, the Dodgers don't trust him enough to give him many innings. On the flip side, Jake Irving, he's one of those iffy guys on the rotations. Granted, he has not had a fun start to the season, just with who he's had to face. He's won 5 innings in both his starts. Gave up 7 hits in both his starts, 2 earned runs against the Phillies, and 4 earned runs against the Diamondbacks. And it doesn't get any easier getting to go up against the Dodgers. So, yeah, what's your first 3 games you've pitched in this year, Jake Irving? Phillies, Diamondbacks, Dodgers. That's not fun at all. I do think the Dodgers win this game. That would be my lean in this spot. Would be a Dodger run line just because I'm not a fan of Jake Irving. And Landon Knack, though, does give me enough pause to not take the Dodgers. But I do think the Dodgers salvage the series. If not, is this Dodgers team overrated? The 3rd-place Dodgers? I know they're going to go on a run where in 2 weeks in a 2-week span, they're going to go 10-1.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
then they're going to take over first place, and it's going to be like one of those never in doubt type of things. It's just interesting that I took a long shot in that division, and the team I took the long shot in the division's in fourth now because
the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks, because they're 6-6, so that's fun. But yeah, for me, I would lean towards the Dodgers, maybe a Dodger team total in this game.
No way the Dodgers get swept. Not a chance.
No way they do. Mm-mm.
Give me the Natties. Although I do feel bad that I was not on them the first 2 games, and I'm jumping on them now. But I've been high on this Nationals team. You know my feeling on them. They're now 5-6. They're clawing their way back. Where did I have them? Because I have them over 70.5 wins, and I have them to make the playoffs at 750. Obviously, it's very, very early in the season to kind of be looking at playoff pictures and all that stuff. Obviously, it's 10 games in. We don't care about that stuff now. But this is a team that the Nationals that I do think can make a push. Right now, they wouldn't be in the playoffs, but obviously, not a lot of teams would. But this is, I want to take this Nationals team. You're getting some good plus money at home in a getaway day. Let's see, do the Dodgers go home after this? Yeah, the Dodgers go home to play the Cubbies and the Colorado Rockies before heading on the road to play Texas and then finish their season series versus the Cubs already. Crazy. Give me the Nationals to finish off the sweep.
That would be awesome. It would be.
I want to see how the MLB would react to
it. No caps.
Dodger Online. No, please
no. Yeah, it'd be Dodger Online.
Yeah, I don't like that name. Earle. No, not like Lord. Over. What an amazing series. Washington first 5 for a whole game. Yes. I like the Earfy again. Dude, James Woods has been amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my Cy Young pick, not Cy Young, Rookie of the Year pick.
I feel like he was the massive favorite to win Rookie of the Year, other than Roki Sasaki.
Roki Sasaki, and there was another guy that was a big.
Matt Shaw.
Matt Shaw. So it wasn't just him. What are the Dodgers to win the National League West right now, dude?
Still unbettable, minus like 700.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up now, but it is still stupid.
They're a lock to win the division. They're not going to lose that division, I promise you. Even though I did take a small shot at the Diamondbacks, they're not losing that division. They're a lock.
All right, Nick, do you want to take a guess on what it is on Bovada?
It's minus 1,000, probably.
800.
Yeah. There's value on that, isn't there?
No. Padres at 900. D-backs at 14. Giants at 20. And the Rockies at 300.
Ooh, give me some Rocktober.
No. Knick-knack, paddywhack. Only took the first 5 to start. Granted, it was their better pitchers. I have trouble backing the Nats full game. I understand that.
I totally understand that. That's not a national team I'm looking to bet on full games.
How did I do in the contest yesterday? Positive or negative day?
Negative day for you. You're struggling hardcore.
I hope the Dodgers lose, but I'm on the Dodgers. Fair. All right, Nick, let's keep going through this. And I think I bet the same play in this one twice, and it's hit both times because I like the under in both games.
Yeah, I mean, we have the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. I backed the Astros first 5. The first game it lost. I backed the Astros team total over the first game it lost, and I backed the Mariners yesterday and it lost. So I've had such a great time with this one here.
Sounds like it.
We have Luis Castillo taking on Hunter Brown. Line opened up minus 105. It's now minus 133 for Houston. A massive move towards Houston. Maybe they realize which Luis Castillo this is. Line opened up at 7.5 minus 105. It's now 7.5 minus 103. So we have a move towards the under here as well. We have Luis F. Castillo in this one here, who in his first start went 3 innings, gave up 3 earned runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts against the Giants. That was the 10-9 game. On the flip side, we have Hunter Brown, who so far this year he's had 2 appearances. He got through 6 innings against the Twins. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. He went up against the Mets in his first start of the year. Gave up 2 earned runs, including a home run to Juan Soto, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts in that game in that 3-1 loss against the Mets. I lean Astros in this game if I'm backing anything in this spot. We have 90% tickets and 89% of cash is on the over in this game, and we have 71% tickets, 73% of cash on the Astros. So that does give me a little bit of pause, but at least the lines move towards them for those who want to back them. So it would be a small lean towards the Astros, and that's probably it. I don't trust Luis Castillo for an under. I know you like the under. I don't trust him yet. I need to see more from him first. And he did not look particularly great in his first start either.
It's more of I'm not really worried about the pitchers. I think that these offenses are dog shit. And
Because they are.
Both offenses are dog shit. That's the only reason why I'm taking the under here. Granted, the first game I got 7.5. Ended up landing at 7. So some people got 7s and it pushed. I got 7.5, so I'm happy I got a good line. And then the last game was 2-1 in 13 innings or 12 innings. 12 innings.
So maybe if you like the under,
2-1 in 12 innings.
If you like the under in this game, maybe you look towards a first 5 rather than a full game because thanks for reminding me because I want to look at what these bullpens look like because Bizzardo threw 11 last night. Vargas threw 11. Munoz has thrown back-to-back days. Schneider threw 22. Hahn threw 21. Thornton and Santos were the only ones who didn't throw yesterday, and Santos threw the previous 2 games. And Spire threw 11. So this is a shredded bullpen for the Seattle Mariners. On the flip side, the Astros, they went through a lot as well. Hader threw 22 pitches yesterday. King threw 31. Taylor Scott's throwing back-to-back days. Abreu had the day off, but O'Kirk threw 15. Gusto threw 15, which I wouldn't be surprised if Gusto is going to be making a start soon with Arrighetti out long-term.
Yep.
If you want an under in this game, it is absolutely first 5 or nothing because these bullpens are shredded right now, and maybe this is a spot. It's not the exact angle.
I was just about to look at that.
But what are the outprops for?
Yeah, you're not touching Hunter Brown because him over 17.5, so him to go 6 innings is -190.
No, thank you. And Luis F. Ortiz pitching out 14.5 -185. Congratulations, you kept me off of both pitching props.
Unless you parlay them together. Not a bad option, considering that both bullpens are completely shredded.
Both bullpens coming in off of those type of performances. I want to take a look what that would be. Let me go see what that is real quick. Over on Bet365. Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. If you parlay those together, it's +140. Luis F. Castillo over 14.5 outs at -175, and Hunter Brown over 17.5 at -190. If you think both these starting pitchers go, we see Castillo go 5, Hunter Brown go 6. It's +140.
There you go.
It's not a bad way to approach.
Mariners in the under. I like the under in this game. I'm going to be passing on this one, though, Nick.
I'm interested in backing this one. I wanted to do this one for a free pick video last night. However, there was no +0.5 available for the White Sox, which is exactly where I want is the first 5 +0.5. Let's talk about it. We have the Cleveland Guardians -180 favorites in this game with a total of 7.5. Taking a look at the line history in this game here, where it opened up at a 205. It's now down to a 182, so a massive move towards the White Sox in this game. I opened up 7.5 -110, got down to a 7 for a split second, back up to a 7.5 with a slight move towards the under. In this game here, taking a look at the cash flow in this one, where we have looks like 86% of tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Guardians in this game. The line's dropping. And then we have 90% of tickets and 89% of cash on the over in this one as well. We have Sean Burke taking on Logan Allen. Burke, after a really, really strong first start, where he went 6 innings of shutout baseball against the LA Angels, the first place LA Angels. Follow that up with 6 earned runs on 7 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout, 4 2/3 against the Minnesota Twins. So he got hit in his last start pretty hard. On the flip side, we have for the Cleveland Guardians, it's Logan Allen, who I believe has not been that great to start the year, and now he has a 7.2 ERA to start the year. He went up against the Padres in his only start, though, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits, 5 walks in 5 1/3 innings pitched, 1 strikeout. Walked 5 batters, gave up 4 runs, 7 hits, and only threw 89 pitches for 5 1/3 innings pitched. That's actually impressive. Not going to lie. For him to be able to get through that with that little amount of pitches and walking that many batters. I think that's going to cost him today, though. And I like the White Sox early in this game because, as you guys know, I do not trust the White Sox for full games. That's just not something I'll do. But I've played this plenty of times so far this year, and I was waiting for a number on it here. I want to see if this is a bettable number because I think it has been as of late, and it is today as well, -105 over on Bovada. I'll go ahead and I'll grab it again. I cashed with it yesterday, even though they scored no runs in the first 5 innings. White Sox first 5 plus a half, -105 for me.
I'm going to be real quick. I'm going to be out. I'm going to be not on this one. It is what it is. I don't really like to bet the AL Central games, so I'm just going to kind of roll away from it. I like Sean Burke. I think he's going to have a really good year. I think one bad game is not going to turn me off of him. It's under or nothing, but I think it's going to be a nothing game for me, Nick.
Fair. This was a play that I was potentially going to do a free pick video for last night, but the line was not available.
White Sox first 5 3-way line, and not full game money line here. I don't blame you.
No full game.
Who do you call it going for a sweep in this one too, Nick?
Yeah, this is a weird time right now because we have the first place Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox -125 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. 2 teams I'm very high on this year. I think the Blue Jays make the playoffs. I think the Red Sox win the East. We have this line opening up at 122 for Boston. It's now 125, so we do have a slight move towards them. Line opened up at an 8.5 -105 plus 105. It's now a 8.5 at even money. So we do have a slight move towards the under here as well. No, towards the over. Towards the over. I apologize. In this game, taking a look at the pitching matchup where it's Kevin Gausman against Tanner Houck. 2 pitchers that I kind of like. Taking a look at Tanner Houck, his last start, he gave up 3 earned runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 4 innings against the Orioles. He's pitched both his games on the road. This is his first game at Fenway this year. On the flip side, Kevin Gausman, this is I think his 3rd appearance. He looked good against the Mets. Granted, he gave up 3 earned runs, 2 hits, but only 2 hits and 2 walks, no strikeouts. That was one thing that was kind of interesting there. 5 1/3, that 5-0 loss. He looked good against the Orioles, though. 2 earned runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 6 innings pitched in that 8-2 win over Baltimore in his first start. I mean, I was looking probably towards Toronto completing the sweep would be my lean, and originally it was towards an under in this game because I like both these pitchers, but the way the market's moving kind of tells me that both these pitchers can get hit a little bit. 93% tickets, 95% cash on the over, so the line move towards the over makes sense. 58% tickets, 56% of cash on the Red Sox. The line slight move towards the Red Sox makes sense as well. So I would lean Jays in this game if I had to bet anything in this spot, but I'm not going to.
No. I mean, I would be leaning the opposite way towards the Red Sox here.
But no way the Red Sox get swept.
I know, right? That's one of the reasons why I'm staying off of them is they could easily get swept at home, especially coming off. They were coming off of a really. They were really in a rough spot the first game of the series.
Oh, absolutely.
Last game, I'm still baffled that they lost last game with Crochet on the mound because that's supposed to be your strongest pitcher
against what was it, Easton Lucas?
Yeah, that was supposed to be a Red Sox win, and it was not. That was ugly. I took the Red Sox in that game. I'll be honest. And that was not fun. I'm not going to go with this game. I will be rooting for the Red Sox just because I have futures on them, and I have futures for the Blue Jays to suck. So
I know we're opposite on the Blue Jays. I like this Blue Jays team,
but I'm going to be passing on this one.
Fair. I'm tempted on the Blue Jays, but I'm not going to pull the trigger.
Red Sox -1, And I'm out. Good luck. Good luck to you too. We're going to keep trying to roll. By the way, Nick, I'm going to go towards the NBA section, just kind of take out the games that we're not going to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Tampa Bay Rays and the LA Angels. Here's my first play that I came into the show with. The only play I came into the show with. I am on the Angels in the first 5 innings. Let's talk about it. Yusei Kikuchi versus Ryan Pepiot. Line opened up at a -141. It's now -138, so we slightly moved towards the Angels. Line opened up in an 8 -105. It's now an 8 -102. Let's see if the cash flow helped, because there was no cash flow when I made this bet last night. I'd love to see that. 63% of tickets and 54% of cash on the Rays. The line's moving slightly towards the Angels with 37% of tickets, 46% of cash. Love it. 96% of tickets, 96% of cash on the over as well, because everybody bets overs. We have Kikuchi and Pepiot in this one here. Pepiot got the short end of the stick there, having to go up against Paul Skeens in his last start, which he held his own.
He did.
He went 5 innings of 2-run baseball, 5 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Unfortunately, when you're going up against Paul Skeens, that's not good enough. It's just not. His previous game, he gave up 1 run on 6 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. So against the Rockies, so he looked good there. Kikuchi, on the flip side, in this one here, somebody that I liked backing last season a lot, especially when he was with the Astros. He was awesome with the Astros. His first 2 starts have both been on the road. He gave up 3 earned runs against the White Sox in 6 innings pitched, and he gave up 3 earned runs against the Cardinals in 6 innings pitched. So he's been very consistent, 3 earned runs across 6 innings pitched. And I think we can get something similar out of him in this game as well. But it'll be enough for the Angels to win the first 5. So I'm on the Angels first 5 in this one here. I like the Angels to win this game outright a little bit, but I trust them more first 5 than I do full game. Even though that bullpen, I'm beginning to warm up on that bullpen a little bit. I mean, when you have Kenley Jansen and Ben Joyce towards the end of that bullpen, I think it's kind of dirty. And Ryan Johnson, someone to keep an eye on as well in that bullpen too. So the more and more I look at this bullpen, I do like it a little bit for the Angels. They're a little taxed though. Jansen threw yesterday, Joyce threw yesterday, McDaniels threw yesterday, Burke threw yesterday, Zephyr Hahn threw yesterday as well. So they'll have Detmers available out of the bullpen. That's still weird, bullpen Detmers. I don't like it.
I kind of do.
I don't. I need him out of LA so he can be a starting pitcher somewhere else.
Sure.
Because I see the potential in him. He's one of those soft-tossing, funky lefties that needs to get out of there and get a starting rotation spot again. But with that being said, I'll take just the first 5 here in this game with the Angels at +125.
I think it's a 1-800 gambler game, even though the Angels are currently the best record in the American League. It's not going to last long for the Angels. Let's be honest here. It's not going to, the best record in the American League is not going to last long. And I look at this game and think, hey, could it? And I know this sounds kind of crazy. Oh no, it can't happen. Never mind. But I kind of think the Rays are more alive in this game than people think. They're -140, but I think the Rays are a way better team than the Angels. And I think it's only a matter of time until the Angels show their true colors. The Cooch has been good. I'm not saying that he's not going to be good, but just not somebody I want to go out and go back right now. I'm going to pass on this game. It's a lean towards the Rays on the run line.
Sure. Yeah, I just got the first 5 of the Angels, and I haven't tracked it.
There you go. No chat, so we're going to go on to this game, which unfortunately both teams can't lose.
Philadelphia Phillies are taking on the Atlanta Braves. The Braves -130 favorites in this game, total of 8.5. Are the Braves back? They win last night. Taijuan Walker taking on Grant Holmes. Your pitching matchup here. Why does this game have the feel of probably a lot of people are going to love this over and this game goes under? Line opened up at a 109 for the Braves. It's now 134. Line opened up at a 9. It's down to an 8.5. Maybe this is an under. Taijuan Walker taking on Grant Holmes. 96% tickets, 95% cash on the over. No surprise there. Everybody loves the over. 68% tickets, 63% of cash is on the Phillies in this game. So a little bit of a public dog with the line moving heavily towards the Braves. Tells me I think Grant Holmes pitches well in this game. which Grant Holmes is not off to a good start, but you look at his 2 starts and who has he gone up against. He was in Petco Park and in Chavez Ravine with facing the Padres and the Dodgers. Granted, the Padres' appearance was 1 inning, no run baseball. Then he gets lit up for 4 earned runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 4 innings pitching against the Dodgers. No shame in that, though. It's the Dodgers in LA. That's a tough matchup. On the flip side, Taijuan Walker was incredibly frustrating in that first game just because I had the first 5 over in that game, and he just got out of traffic. It was more on the side of Antonio Senzatella, which we'll talk about Senzatella in a couple minutes, that he just completely danced through every single situation there. I would like to fade that happening again. But he went 6 innings of no-run baseball, 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. We forget that during I believe it was 2022 with the Mets in that first half, he was phenomenal in that first half. He goes to Philly, he struggled. Last year was an abysmal year. He felt like in 2023 he was robbed of a playoff rotation spot because he had a 4.38 ERA and 172 2/3 innings pitched. He was good in 2023. Terrible in 2024. And he's off to a good start here. Am I crazy to think that he can have a good game in this one and Grant Holmes can pitch well as well? I know I'm on a lot of games today. I love this card today. I don't know what it is. I love this card today, which probably means I'm going to get slaughtered. I want to take a look at what the weather has to offer here in this game. Winds blowing in from left center field towards the first base side. 66 degrees at first pitch, goes down to around 58. And then for the bullpens in this game, the Braves, De Los Santos through 25, Iglesias through 15, Lee through 14, Hernandez through 14. I believe these 2 teams have the day off tomorrow. If I'm not, they play tomorrow. This is a fully fresh and ready to go bullpen though for the Braves. Even though 4 pitchers threw yesterday, most of them other than Rafael Montero, which I believe they traded. No, Rafael Montero was traded to Atlanta. I bet he threw 39 on Sunday. Everybody else, plenty of people had multiple days off prior to that because they had day off on Monday. Yep. They had postponement on Tuesday. There's no excuses. That Braves bullpen is fully rested and ready to go. On the Philly side in this one, where are you, Phillies? Where? Come on. There we go. O'Kirkland threw 27 yesterday. Banks threw 21. Strom threw 6. Romero should be available. Alvarez should be available. Ruiz should be available. Ross should be available. Strom should be available. 2 fresh, ready to go bullpens with 2 pitchers I think are a little undervalued. The wind blowing in. Call me crazy. Taijuan Walker and Grant Holmes. I'm betting an under in this game.
You know what? I'm with you.
Full game as well. Even money, 8.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on another under with you. We have a loaded card today. So I'm still gonna have 1 or 2 plays in the NBA, and you're gonna have a couple of NHL stuff. So definitely a big card today. And I will be posting it up on the thing after the show. Because as you go through the NHL, I'll be putting plays up on the site for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go after, especially after both teams kind of put up some offense yesterday. I'll take it under today. It's kind of one of your ugly plays. This one kind of has the same feel as when I did take the Braves run line yesterday. It was kind of one of those ugly plays. I feel like this is an ugly play, and I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Braves run line. I'm not going to talk you off of it. Over. No. Let's win today. Let's do it. Nick, let's keep trying to run through the games because we got 2 more NBA, 2 more MLB, and then we're going to talk over 4 NBA and then a whole entire hockey card or 5 hockey cards. So
yeah, it's only 5 games in the NHL, so it's not that much left after this. We have the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. Damn, I was wrong yesterday on that game. The Twins just didn't show up. And we have a very similar market move today. Line opened up 118, it's down to a 104 now for Kansas City. So we have a move towards Minnesota. Line opened up at an 8, it's down to a 7.5. The move towards the under here as well. Taking a look at the cash flow, 67% of tickets and 56% of cash on the Royals. And this line's moving towards the Twins. I don't know if I can do that again, though. It's back to Twins, which probably means the Twins win today. Joe Ryan and Seth Lugo Lugo is somebody I expect a little bit of negative regression this year. I don't expect him to do what he did last year. And I think he might be a little overvalued because of what he did last year. On the flip side, we have we have Joe Ryan, though. He gave up 4 runs on 5 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts in 5 innings against the Astros in this last start. Previous to that, 1 run, 5 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts in 5 innings against the Cardinals. One thing he doesn't do, he doesn't walk many batters. Joe Ryan. So no walk so far this year for him, so he's looked good there. On the flip side, Seth Lugo coming in. He pitched against the Orioles in his last game, gave up 1 run on 5 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. Previous to that, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched against the Guardians. It's a lean towards the Twins for me in this game if I'm betting it. I'm not going to do it again though. This Twins team has been incredibly frustrating so far. And the sad part is this: other than Royce Lewis, I think this team's healthy. So maybe this team is just not good. So it's a pass favorite for me, and I think I might get involved with the last game.
It's Royals or nothing. I'll be completely honest. But this is a Royals team that I really like. So I have no real reason to want to fade them. Lugo is a guy that I definitely can see some negative regression this year, for sure. But once again, this is a Royals team that I have winning the division. This is a Royals team that I'm very, very high on this year. And I think they take the next step, and I do like the Royals. So it's Royals or nothing, although I'm not going to get involved in this one.
Understandable. I lean opposite side, but obviously not getting involved either.
Joe Ryan over K's and the Twins money line. Okay. Final game on the MLB card, Nick.
And I'm interested in this one here. It's just how do I want to approach this is the question. Because we have the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Colorado Rockies, where we have Alexander taking on Senzatella. We'll talk about Senzatella in a minute. Somebody who's been very frustrating so far this year, even though I think I backed him in his first start. Or maybe I had an under in his first start. Line opened up 131. It's now 133. Line opened up 10.5 at even money. It's now 10.5 minus 115. So move towards the over in this game here. And not a public over here in this one. 59% tickets and 70% of the cash is on the over. But it's not one of those 99.99s, and we all know Coors Field doesn't get the 99.99s on the overs very often. Why? Because 10.5 scare people.
Yep.
You put a total high enough, it scares people. And that's when I want overs. So let's take a look. Senzatella has been, you look at his ERA, you'll think he's an absolute stud so far this year. He's been awesome. Let's take a look at it, though. This guy, I don't know how he has no earned runs on the year. He's given up 1 run. It was unearned against the Phillies in his last start. He's given up a combined 0 earned runs in his 2 appearances. He's thrown 9 2/3. He struck out 3 batters. He's walked 2 and given up 19 hits. How the fuck is this guy giving up an earned run already? Like, this truly. And I was on that first 5 over in that Philly game because I saw in the first start for Senzatella, he had 11 base runners and gave up no earned runs. And I'm like, there's no way he does it again. He said, hold my beer, and he did better. 10 hits. No earned runs. In 5 1/3 innings pitch. What? I want to fade the living crap out of you after doing that not once, but twice. Twice. And we have a Brewers team that I feel like could come in and take advantage of it. And the ultimate question is, how do I get involved in this game? Because I absolutely am going to get on the side of fading Senzatella. And is it Brewers -1? Is it Brewers team total over? Is it full game over? Which you look at Alexander. He's pitched, I think, twice so far this year. 3 times, my bad. 2 of them were relief appearances against the Yankees. His first start, he gave up no earned runs on no hits, 3 walks, and 5 2/3 innings pitched. He threw 5 2/3 no-hit innings in his last appearance. Maybe we see a little bit of progression from him here as well. Maybe this is Brewers -1 in the over, -1 in the over. In this spot, because I 100% expect Senzatella to get hit in this game. I don't understand how he hasn't so far this year. It's -140 for the Brewers money line. That's not something I'm going to bet. but minus 140 plus 115 over on BetMGM. Let me take a look what that number is for the -1 line as I type in the wrong information. It'll be I accidentally typed in under decimal. Minus 140 plus 115. Minus 112 for the Brewers -1. I'm going to move on the Brewers -1 here, full game. I don't trust this Rockies bullpen, so that's one here. And does Alexander pitch well again is the ultimate question. And do I want to leave him off of this over and just go for a strict fade of Senzatella? Or do I want him included in the fade? I'm going to go with leaving him off. And I think this is a game where Senzatella, the regression comes in. He's in Coors Field this time, which his first 2 appearances were in Tampa Bay and in Philadelphia. Now you get to go to the altitude and try to repeat that again. Not going to happen. Team total over 5.5, minus 115. Brewers -1, minus 112. I'm going to double up on Milwaukee to end my card here.
Yeah, have fun. I really don't feel the need to want to go after anything to do with this game. With Coors Field, you could have fun with it. I'm just going to leave it off my card to end the night. Should be a fun game in general, but not really anything I need to get involved with.
Yeah, no, this is just I knew when Senzatella did that to me at the first 5 over in the last game against the Phillies, I was going to fade him again. And I have a feeling he is a pitcher that he's going to be on my regression shit list, I think, for at least the next couple starts. If he continues to do this, I'm going to fade him. And if he continues to beat me like this, giving up double-digit base runners and no earned runs, then so be it. I don't think it continues.
There you go. Trusting Nick with the Brewers. All right, Nick, we're going to take off our baseball hats and we'll put on the NBA jerseys. And Jesus, this is a crazy-ass line.
We have the Orlando Magic 6-point favorites with a total of 206 in this game. I can only imagine what this means for who's playing in this game. This line tells me no Brown, no Tatum, no Porzingis, no anybody for the Boston Bruins. They already know Boston Celtics. They already know they're the 2 seed in the East.
Yes, they do.
There's no going anywhere at them, and I think this Boston Celtics team is probably bet against or nothing the rest of the year. Because you look at the Boston Celtics, they have, I think, 3 games remaining on the card on their season. And, oh, good God. Yeah, I think this is not the spot to bet against them. The next 2 games are.
Oh, Charlotte twice?
At home, we're going to get 20-point spreads in those games, and I'm going to take the Hornets.
The thing is, I don't think we will. And the only reason why is
they're going to rest all the players.
They're going to rest all their players. There's no reason for them to.
Yes.
I could see like Tatum and stuff playing in like the first half of one of the games.
Yeah.
Maybe take some of those player prop unders for the Celtics the next 2 games if they announce. Well, in general, if they play, because I don't see them playing the entire game. There's no point in it. Yeah.
This line opened up. Celtics as 3.5-point favorites, and now they're 6-point dogs. This line's moved 9 points. If you wanna fuck with that, I don't. And here's the thing: on Boston's injury report, Al Horford's day-to-day. That's it.
Jesus.
On the injury report on covers, that is it. Which we know, this line does not tell me the Celtics only have Al Horford questionable tonight. That's not happening. It's just not. And no, I have absolutely no interest in this game whatsoever. Because it's Magic or nothing, but do you really want to grab the ass end of a 9-point line movement? I sure as fuck don't.
To me, it's Celtics. I kind of want to take the Celtics.
Here's the thing, though. Ready? I do it about an hour before tip-off.
The thing is,
I think this.
Do you really think you really think you're gonna get a double-digit dog as the Celtics? Dude, this Celtics team is still deep on the bench. I'm okay with grabbing them now.
I think people are going to overreact.
The thing is, I'm not. If I don't bet it now, I'm not betting it in general.
That's fair.
Actually, it's only a 6.
It's only a 6. If they get up to a 7, there was buyback on the Celtics at 7.
All right. If it was 6.5, 7, I would probably go after it. The thing is, can you honestly see the Celtics winning this game outright? I can.
Yeah. Well, who are we to trust the Orlando Magic right now?
Yeah, I'm not.
And I get it. The Magic have something to play for, right?
The Magic.
They're trying to hold on to that 7 seed.
I'm pulling up the standings. Magic are currently in the 7th spot. They're 2 games up on the Hawks. So if the Magic win this game or a Hawks loss, the Magic will guarantee themselves that 7 seed. And this could be a first-round matchup. So there you go. At all, I'm waiting for the injury report. Yeah. Magic smashed in the under. Yeah. Let's roll to this one, Nick.
Los Angeles Lakers are 3.5-point road favorites with a total of 228.5. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Line opened up 4.5. It's down to a 3.5. So we do have a move towards Dallas in this game. Line opened up at a 228. Now at 229. So we have a move towards the over in this one as well. Let me head over to the cash flow. Let me switch over for the NBA because I obviously did not look at the cash flow for the first game because I didn't really care because we saw this massive line movement there. Which I know is purely injury report related. 89% of the tickets and 89% of the cash in the Lakers. Lines move towards the Mavericks in this game. 84% of tickets and 86% of the cash is on the over in this one as well. I have a feeling I know where you want to go in this game.
Yep.
And I kind of agree with you. This is a Mavericks team that they have something to play for right now.
No, they don't.
If they win with a win.
They're fighting for the home.
They're fighting for home court advantage in the 9-10 matchup. Woo. And I get it. We have this amazing race in the West right now between 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, where they're divided by 9 games or by 2 games. Here's the thing: I don't care where all these teams finish because the teams that are going to make the playoffs are those 8 teams. I do not see Sacramento or Dallas knocking off Minnesota or Memphis or Golden State or Denver or LA. I don't. The Lakers, this is a big game for them as well, though, because they are a game up on the Clippers, Nuggets, Warriors, Grizzlies for the 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
They lose, they can drop right back into the 4 seed. And they're coming off of a loss. Granted, it's the second half of back-to-back, a 3rd game in 4 nights. Does LeBron James play in this game? Does Luka play in this game?
Luka will 100%
Luka will absolutely.
Luka will 100% play in this game. That should not be an issue.
And give me Luka under props, by the way.
For sure.
I think he doesn't play more than whatever. But why are we not on the Dallas Mavericks in this game? Is my ultimate question. And I think this is Mavericks or no bet.
You see those points? See the door? Leave them at them. Give me the Mavericks out right here. Plus 145. This is a Mavericks team that, I guess, yeah, they're still fighting. But my big thing is, what is everybody going to be thinking tonight?
Oh, Luka.
Oh, this sounds exactly like another game that we just saw. Ovi. Everything with Ovi props against the Islanders, and the Islanders won. Luka may have a big game. The Mavericks are winning this game.
So Luka triple-double, Mavericks money line.
Dude, that would be sick.
Think about it.
I really like that. I'm on the Mavericks outright here. And when it comes to it, and this is even coming from somebody who has the Kings to make the playoffs ticket, I think the Kings can definitely go, A, beat Dallas, and B, they have a shot if they play Memphis. I think they have a shot to beat Memphis. If they play Minnesota, I think they have a shot to beat Minnesota.
I think Minnesota would take care of both of them.
I don't think so. I don't. But give me Dallas here, outright plus 145. And with Dallas winning, it will officially eliminate Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. Unfortunately, my Portland bet's dead. They're officially eliminated.
Oh yeah, there's only one team that's not going to make the playoffs that's not eliminated yet, and right now it's currently the Suns. That's it. Luka stomps on the Mavs logo. No, I don't think Luka's that way.
By the way, I got +4 minus 115 over on DraftKings.
Under. You can see an under in that game. By the way, if you notice, we are skipping certain games. So if we're only touching over 4 games, which actually we're only going to touch over these 3 because I have Houston and LA still in there. Houston's already clinched their 2 seed and is sitting everybody. So I feel like that's a very similar game to the Orlando game.
Here's the thing, though, is I kind of do want to talk about it because the Clippers are the 4 seed right now. And they're in that race with Denver, Golden State, Memphis as well.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
And did we cut out any games of the
we cut out Golden State because they were a 15.5-point favorite.
Yeah, fuck that. Never mind.
Yeah.
They're 16.5-point favorites. If I'm playing and I'm laying in that game, I would only lay the points with Golden State, by the way.
I don't blame you.
Because they're playing a Phoenix team or a San Antonio team that's given up. But we have the Sacramento Kings taking on the Denver Nuggets. This is a game I'm interested in. This line opened up at a 2.5, went up to a 3, 3.5. Now we're seeing 4s for Denver here in this spot. Line opened up 233. It's up to a 234.5. Do we really think they fired Malone to get a spark heading into the playoffs?
No.
And here's also my question because I don't follow the Nuggets like that too much. Who's the new head coach?
It was their assistant.
Okay.
So it's somebody that's been in the system.
Someone that's in the system, so it's not going to be like a major fall off or anything like that. Okay, cool. I mean, this is Denver no bet for me in this game. The line moving towards Denver. 66% tickets, 55% cash is coming in on them. Sacramento does have something to play for. They, with I believe a win, would clinch the home court advantage over Dallas, or could that flip? I'm not 100% sure there. And then on the flip side, Denver is trying to stay out of the play-ins. They lose tonight. Memphis wins in their next game. And we're talking about a Denver Nuggets team that could be playing in a 7-8.
So the Kings for the rest of the year have Denver, have LA, the Clippers, and the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
So there you go.
I think this is I think that we see a little bit more urgency from the Denver Nuggets in this game, especially after firing their head coach. Yep. And is that maybe first half, first quarter type of thing, or just they come in, they take care of business against a Kings team that they've kind of owned as of late. They've won 4 in a row against this Kings team. 4 losses in a row though for this Nuggets team. Is this the spot where they snap out of it against a Sacramento team coming back after a 6-game road trip where they were in Orlando, Indiana, Washington, Charlotte, Cleveland, Detroit, and this is the third night in 4 games for them? I think this is a terrible spot for the Kings. I'll move on the Denver Nuggets for me at -4. Take a shot with them here. And that'll probably be it for my basketball card.
That's going to be it for mine too. I did take the Nuggets. I got them -3.5. Whenever a coach gets fired, you back them the next game. That's kind of
you back them until they lose.
Yeah, you back them until they lose. Although at the end of the season, although the Nuggets aren't clinching anything anytime soon.
No.
They will have to fight the last 3 games because they've dug themselves this hole. Although if they win and a Memphis no, they still have a little bit. Nuggets to finish off the year. What do they have on their schedule? Sacramento, obviously. Memphis and Houston. Houston's going to be sitting all their players. Next game, if the Nuggets win on Friday versus Memphis, they're good to go. They are set and they're good to go. That's it. For a playoff spot, as long as they win tonight too. But I will be taking the Nuggets tonight after firing their head coach.
Yep, I'm on the same page there. I got -3.5, -115 on ESPN bet.
Even though it still doesn't make any sense that they fired their head coach.
I don't know why they did it, but they did it.
Nuggets smash.
Yes.
Yes, I think the Nuggets smash. Joker triple-double. Yes. I mean, but that's
triple-double and Nuggets money line?
Yeah. I'm probably not betting this game, but we figure we bring this one up. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, because we have the Clippers and the Rockets. Is this line moved even more? No, it's down to a 7.5 now. So the line's moved towards. The line opened up at a 6.5. It got up to an 8.5. It's down to a 7.5. Line opened up 219. It's now 219.5. So we even moved towards the over and a move towards these Clippers here. Clippers have been a strong home favorite this year. It's one thing I did notice. Mm-hmm. We have 75% of tickets and 80% of cash on the Rockets. The line's moving towards the Clippers. 97% tickets, 96% of cash on the over. why are we not on the Clippers in this game? The Rockets do not care. They've locked up the 2 seed in the West. The Lakers are not passing them. They're not passing the Thunder. They're sitting players. The line hasn't moved dramatically. It opened up 6.5 at 7.5. It did get up to an 8.5. There was buyback. Public's all over the Rockets at this number. The Clippers have been a good home favorite this year. I want when you break down this game, I'm going to go look up team rankings that help me tell me trends and stuff like that with NBA teams, where I believe they are really good as home favorites this year. The Clippers, and I'm going to find that and back it up with it. It's Clippers and no bet. I'm actually very, very interested in laying the points with them, potentially first half and full game as well. I think this could be a smash and grab spot for the Clippers.
Yeah, Houston doesn't care. They've got their spot locked up. They're going to be the 2 seed because with 3 games left, they're up 4 games on the Lakers. So at this point, the only thing that the Rockets want to do is get to the postseason healthy and roll. Right now, they would play the winner of Memphis and Minnesota. And honestly, if I'm looking at the playoff picture right now, if I'm the Nuggets, I want that 6 seed, or I would be okay playing the 7, and getting the Rockets or the Lakers.
Here's the problem: is I don't want to play the extra playing game.
Oh no, you never want to play the extra playing game.
And then potentially risk if you lose it. Now you're playing to play the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round. Which, if I'm the Thunder and I get the Nuggets in the first round, I'm pissed.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would be pissed off too. But
yes, I just looked it up. How about this? Ready, Tim? Want to take a guess? The Clippers have been favorites at home 27 times this year.
20 wins.
They're 19-8, which is 70.4%, which is the best in the NBA. The next best is 69.2%. The Oklahoma City Thunder are 27-12-2 as home favorites this year. I'm going to be on the Clippers in this game, and I think this is a smash and grab spot where I'm going to back them first half and full game.
Fair enough.
I think they are the best bet on the card today in the NBA.
Although I feel like if you're going after the Clippers, another spot you should be going after is Orlando. I think that they're the exact same spot.
No. And the only reason why I'm going to say that is the Orlando line has moved 9 points. The Clippers have moved 1 point.
So, okay. Clippers smash and the under.
Yes. And I'm getting Clippers first half -4, -120 Bovada. Full game -7.5, -115, bet 365.
Fair enough. All right, Nick. I will say I'm probably not betting anything hockey. I will sit behind and I'll introduce the games and I'll put plays up on the site if you like anything.
Okay.
That'll be my role. So we got the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. What a game here. I really like this game. With a total of 6. Lightning are -175. We're taking Toronto, right?
No, absolutely not. This is an important game for both teams. And one thing that kind of makes this game a little bit even more interesting, which I'm shocked that this line is as wide as it is. With a win in this game in regulation, the Lightning are tied with the Maple Leafs with 3 games to go, or with 4 games to go in the year. The Lightning have 96 points in 77 games played. The Maple Leafs have 98 points in 77 games played. And I want to take a look with these. And here's the thing, though, is the tiebreaker goes to the Leafs. Because the Leafs have won the previous 3 matchups, 5-2, 5-3, 5-3. This is a Lightning team off of a 5-1 win against the New York Rangers. It's their first game back after a 4-game road trip. Granted, the road trip wasn't terrible. Islanders, Ottawa, Buffalo, New York. So they were basically staying up in the New York and then Ottawa area. Toronto is coming in off of that 3-1 loss against the Florida Panthers. Last night, they were badly outplayed in that game. They were outshot 36-18. And that was the first game back with Barkov. That was the first game back with Reinhart and Forsling as well for the Florida Panthers. And the Panthers looked like they turned it on in that game. And I want to fade the Maple Leafs in this spot. This was a game I had circled a little while ago. If the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to win the division this year, This is a must-win game. And not only is it a must-win game for them, it is a must-win in regulation. Absolutely. And for me, I want to back the Lightning. And I think this is a Lightning team that is going to win games heading into the postseason here. And they're going – I still think they're very live to win the division. Let me go ahead and see what the number is for this one here. Minus 119. I'm going to jump on the Lightning on the -1 line here. Minus 119 in this game.
Puck line?
Minus 1 line.
You can get puck line at plus 136.
I know. Cool.
Minus 108 for the -1.
Yep, minus 1 line.
All right.
Because I could see this potentially going to overtime. Because it's two teams that are fighting and battling. And I could see that like that, but yeah. But yes. Head back to the chat. Robert's on the Leafs, Bolts money line, and Oilers money line, but also both in reg. All right. Leafs over 6, minus 105. Matthew Nyes. Or Hungry Nyes. Hungry eyes. Oh, sorry. Pointing. Hey, that was a Bobano thing. I think there was one that I kind of picked up on that I don't know if he's mentioned it or not or whatever, because he likes to do songs with the different players' names. And one of the players that I saw a player pop for the other day was Morgan Geeky. The only thing I can think is Geeky. Do you love me?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yes, Nick. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, Lightning for me. Yeah. Braden point anytime goal. There you go. We'll move on to the second game here.
Yes. The Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Rangers. Pretty sure both these two teams are pretty much dead at this point.
The Flyers are dead.
Flyers are dead, and the Rangers are pretty freaking close. Because they're down 8 points to Montreal. I think we pretty much got the playoff picture at this point.
Yeah.
So we're not really worried about that. 185 favorites for the Rangers, 5.5. Are we really betting this game?
I'm not, personally. I think that this is a Rangers team that we probably should just stick the fork in and call it a day. But that requires you backing the Philadelphia Flyers, which I have been backing the Flyers a decent amount lately. I've actually backed them in the last 4 games. And they finally lost their first game since firing their head coach. They've had a lot of time off, though. They've played 1 game in the month of April. It's the 9th. They played on the 5th because they played on the 31st. They had a few days off, played on the 5th, and now they play on the 9th. They've had a lot of time off. And this is a Rangers team that's coming off of a 5-1 loss against the Tampa Bay Lightning. This team needs the fall off of the New York Rangers needs to be studied because they went from President's Trophy winner. They were Cup favorites this year heading into the season, and they're going to miss the playoffs. The Islanders are going to miss the playoffs. The Penguins and the Rangers can come down with us as well. I'm not moving on this game, but I would only look towards the Flyers at this big plus price tag. That's the only way I would look. But who knows? Maybe you might see the Rangers have a little bit of a backbone and show up tonight. I don't see it, though.
Fair enough. We'll let you let's go back to the chat. I'm starting to track all the plays so that once the show is over, I can put up all the stuff on the site.
Rangers are 8-2 the last 10 versus the Flyers. Should we care about that and fucking bet with the Flyers? Mitch Cobb, let's go. Fair. Draw on Flyers. Yeah, the Flyers are the only way I would look in this game. Here we go. This is a fun one here, Tim.
Yes.
And this one's got some storylines too.
Sharks and the Wild. The Wild almost 300 favorites with a total of 5.5. Come on, Nick. Can we go swimming?
Can we
go swimming with the Sharks?
The Wild are minus 300. You're joking, right? I get it. The Wild have played really well against the Sharks. They've won 6 in a row against the Sharks. The Wild are coming in off of a huge win in their last game. They win 3-2 in overtime, a comeback win against the Dallas Stars, which snapped a 4-game losing streak for them. On the flip side, the Sharks are playing out the strings. They've lost 6 in a row. They did fight in that last game against Calgary, though. They out of a 3-2 win in regulation for Calgary in that one there. And they have been a team that has played close games. They've lost 6 in a row. 3 of the last 4 that they've covered the puck line. So this is that there. Marc-Andre Fleury will be making his last start in San Jose in his career.
Is he retiring?
Yes, he is retiring at the end of the season.
Good.
and you want to know how much I care about this is Marc-Andre Fleury's last.
You don't.
I don't give a fuck. I seriously don't. And maybe that'll lead me more towards an under. But with that being said, sometimes, Tim, do we gotta go swimming with the Sharks? Because we also have an angle that we really love on this channel, Tim. And not only are the Minnesota Wild getting back Joel Eriksson-Ek, they're getting back Kirill Kaprizov as well. Reports are saying, and this line move definitely makes it seem like that as well, that they are getting both those players back. And you know what happens when you get your star players back? I'm going to fade the fuck out of you. Pretty simple. Plus 265 here with the San Jose Sharks. Sign me up. Sign me up with the San Jose Sharks in this game at plus 265. That's a ridiculous number for the way the Wild are playing right now. They're absolutely not worthy of being a minus 300 favorite. I don't care if the Kaprizov and Ek are back. They are not a minus 300 team right now, and I get the San Jose Sharks are not good, and this is in Minnesota. But when you get two of your top players back, it's going to take a minute to get the chemistry back in that one there too. And yes, sometimes you got to go swimming with the Sharks here. Plus 265. Give me San Jose in this game.
There you go. I got 260 on the site for you.
Nice. Draw spot, Wild/Sharks. I could see a draw in this game. Yeah, they're minus 320 on FanDuel. Yeah, no. Sharks have lost 9 in a row. Yeah, they've definitely struggling. While they're 8-2 in the versus the Sharks in the last 10, go Wild. Need them to make the playoffs. We'll be talking about the team that's chasing them in a minute. I was hoping that those two would start for the Wild to be ready against the Flames. LOL, but golly, I'd definitely be rooting for the Sharks. Yes. Let's go Wild. Okay, Terry. I'm joking. It's Robert. But, we'll move on to the next game, Tim, which this has been a team that I've been backing a little bit as of late.
Quack Attack are hosting the Calgary Flames. The Flames are still, I believe, in the playoff picture.
They absolutely are.
They're only 4 points behind the Wild. Flames are minus 150. 6 is your total. Who has the tiebreaker between the Wild and the Flames?
I think that'll be decided when they play each other next.
Oh, they still play each other again?
Yeah.
How many games do these teams have left?
4. The Flames have... Hold up. The Flames have 5 games remaining. The Wild have 4 games remaining.
And one of them on Friday is Calgary versus Minnesota.
Calgary wins their 2 games behind the Wild with no games in hand. But the Wild do play tonight, so they will not lose their game in hand tonight. With that being the case, this is absolutely must win if you're the Calgary Flames in this game.
Yes.
Because the Wild have an easy game against the Sharks tonight, which I even know I did take the Sharks at plus 265. The Wild should win that hockey.
They should.
And for me in this spot, I've been backing them a little bit as of late. I backed them against the Ducks, I believe, in their last matchup there. It was a 4-1 victory for the Flames. I backed them against the Golden Knights. They lost. And I backed them against the Sharks. They pushed to -1. The Ducks have been interesting. They're coming off of that win against the Edmonton Oilers in their last game. And it's pretty plain simple. I'm going to back the Calgary Flames game in and game out the rest of the season. Because I think the Flames are potentially the last playoff team in the West. And plus 150, minus 170, I'm going to go ahead and, or minus 150, plus 170. What's this minus 1 line? Plus 108. Flames minus 1, plus 108 here in this spot over on Bet365. I'm going to continue to back this Flames team. I want teams with motivation towards the end of the season here. I absolutely do. And I know I just bet against a team with a lot of motivation with the Minnesota Wild. But for me in this game, I'm going to be on the Flames on the minus 1 line at plus 108.
Flames puck line plus 170?
Minus 1 line.
I know.
Because I can see this game as another one that goes to overtime. And if it goes to overtime, I want to push on a win there. Hockey, I feel like the minus 1 lines make a little bit more sense than baseball does because of overtimes.
Yes and no.
Because of anything that's.
I will say, I'm a little bit better with you doing -1s if they're plus money. If they're minus money, I don't see it. That's just me. But if they're plus money, fine.
Fair.
That's how I see it. And you get plus 113, plus 114 with the Flames on -1 on the site, minus 108 with the Lightning -1, which I kind of wish you did the puck line on that one, but that's just me.
Fair. Let's see. Over. Isaac's laughing. Drawing Ducks, Flyers money line, Ducks money line. All right. Really, Ice? No flame on. Wow. Yeah. I feel like I just saw this game. You did. It was a 4-1 win for the Flames. And usually I'd be like, oh, short-term revenge and all that. No. I don't care about short-term revenge when you got playoffs on the mind. And against a team that's already out of it. Nice improvement for the Ducks this year. Maybe next year they could be interesting, but they've been eliminated from the playoffs, and the Flames have not. Mild or mid at home, San Jose first period. That's not a bad way to look at it as well. I say you're not gonna like my bets. Yeah. Draw spot, Flames Ducks. I can see that. That's why I took the -1 instead of a buck line. LOL. No. I just don't like the Rangers. Don't like the Rangers should win, but it doesn't mean we'll win. Yep. You know, Flames are 4-1 versus the Ducks in the last 5 games. Give me the Ducks money line. Okay. Live betting the Ducks for sure. As far as the Ducks, well, Flames have proven they fall behind, and then some miracle would win for the game. Hey, and if that's the case, if the Flames go down 1-0 in this game, I'll live bet the Flames. I'll look to live bet the Flames if they go down 1-0 here. I think that's definitely worth a look as well. Final game on the card here, as we have the Edmonton Oilers and the St. Louis Blues. The Oilers -125, total 5.5 in this game. And I think for the first time in 13 games, I'm not going to be on the Blues. And here,
what?
Well, what was I saying?
Blues until they lose.
Blues until they lose. Maybe that was the bubble burst game. And they finally fall 3-1 against the Winnipeg Jets. Now, looking at the Blues for playoff situations, they got 3 games remaining. They have 93 points. And the Flames do have 2 games in hand on them, and they trailed them by 6 games. So this is a interesting spot where we have the Flames. If they win tonight and the Blues lose, we're talking still 2 games in hand and only 4. The Blues are not out of the clear here. But if the Blues win and the Flames lose, the Blues would be at 95 points. The Flames would be at 87. It would be 2 games in hand still, but it would be an 8-point lead, which I believe would be enough for. Would it be enough for the Blues to clinch there? I don't think it would be actually. I think so. I think the Blues need a win and a Flames loss, which I don't think happens tonight. But I think the Blues are very close to clinching. I would lean Blues in this game absolutely as a dog. It was Blues until they lose, and then start capping it. I think I'm staying off this spot. Edmonton, this big of favorites though. They're coming in off of a road trip as well. And no Draisaitl's day to day. McDavid's out. Klingberg's still out. Ekholm's still out. Maybe this is just go back to the Blues here. Yeah, no, I'm going to move on the Blues. I take that back with passing on them here. Plus 125. I can't pass up that number with still no Draisaitl, still no McDavid. And now, granted, Holloway missing hurts for the Blues. He has turned into an absolute stud with St. Louis. Not like he wasn't with Edmonton. But I'll go back to the Blues here in this spot. Damn it. This Blues team is just one that I can't quit. And they've done awesome for me lately. So, yeah, I'll take them here. Plus 125 in this spot. I think it's a bad spot for the Oilers, too.
There you go. So you said Blues?
Blues.
All right. I'll put those up. And so you'll have 4 out of the 5 games up on the site.
Yep.
Sounds good. And I just won't have the Blues part of your package.
Yeah, they're a team I'm backing because I have the backing them.
But go to the chat and then kind of close up the card for today.
Yeah. Still live. Wow. Yes. We're just finishing up there. Best game on the card. Blues money line first period. Okay. Any under? About that. LOL. I'll be betting against the Blues and Reg for the rest of the games. No. We need that 11-1 ticket to come through with the Blues. Hey, shame on you. Yeah. Flames could sacrifice 3 points. Yeah. It's those bloody clinching scenarios, man. Then my bias is for the Flames. Yeah. Broberg, Neighbors, another draw spot, maybe. No draw. And blue spot. Yeah, I think this could be a blue spot as well. But that is everything for today's card time.
Yes, and we're through everything. I have all the games tracked, and I'm about to post the card for all the members only. So if you missed the show or anything, that will be up. I do apologize for not putting them up as much. I'm trying to do my best to get back at that and do better with that. But that is everything for today. We'll be back again tomorrow. Either way, I'm good. No matter what. There you go. We will see you guys then. And try to find the outro. Let's go, Mets.